Ah, okay. Sorry about the frustration and everything. I'm just look. I wasted like 20 bucks on this fucking thing, so I need to go return that shit. Cause it should just work right out of the box, just like this current cable I have. It's from, again, the same company, same model, same everything. It's just, it was just made more recently. So I guess they just fucked with something. Ah. Okay, anyways. There it is, Annis. That's Sheffield, the biggest hub city in all Northern Britain. What an incredible citadel! Is that a castle up there on the hill? That's right. It's the only place with ramparts like that apart from Camelot. Did you know there's something special about Fairy Britain's ramparts? They're also banded fields. The fairies that build them take a lot of time making sure they come out just right. Basically, nobody can get past these walls except for the gate. If the gate's open, you're free to pass. If it's closed, nobody's getting through. Those are the rules these kinds of magic walls are built with. Plumbing and windows aside, as long as you can keep the gate protected, everything will be safe. They say Bogart's the one who had all this built, including the castle. Bogart? Is that the Lord of Sheffield? Sure is. He's also known as Bogart the Braggart, and Bogart the Loveless. He didn't just lose the battle to decide who would lead the Fang clan. He's also so unruly he got kicked out of Norwich. So he was once in the running to lead the Fang clan? He must be quite the fairy then. Braggart speaks for itself, but why is he also known as Loveless? Because he swore off marrying for love, and now only takes human women as wives. Every fairy he married in the past all hated his guts. The only reason he lost his mountain battle with Woodwose and his money game with Spriggan was because his wives betrayed him. When they were done with him, he didn't have any place left to go. Ever since, he's only taken human women as wives. Says that at least slaves would never betray him. So that's why he's called Bogart the Loveless. If you ask me though, he still wants love. He just doesn't trust it anymore. I see. It sounds like he's been through a lot. But that just makes the fact he still managed to build an amazing castle even more impressive. You really have a thing for castles, huh, Annis? Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe you really are from the upper class world then. Is anything coming back to you yet? It'd be great if you could at least tell us where you're from. No, I still can't remember anything from before you all saved me. But I do get the feeling I had something very important I needed to accomplish. Well, of course you do. You're the child of prophecy. You're the timeline who's gonna keep us all safe, the one who's gonna save all of Britain. I hope you're right. I've seen so many different sides of Britain all the way here. I know it's been less than 10 days since we started traveling together, but I've seen enough to know that it's a beautiful, beautiful country. If this power I possess really is meant to keep this country safe, nothing would make me happier. Hey, Wag, Rob, we're gonna have to go through the checkpoint soon. This is our last chance to let her go. I say we call it go-between, and get this over with. Oh, right, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to go into Sheffield right now. But then again, we've also come this far. It wouldn't hurt to stick together a little bit more, right? Huh, are we gonna introduce Annis to Bogart, Rob? Then of course we gotta go to the castle. Fine, just do what you want. We only started being merchants because we couldn't cut it as thieves. This kind of merch was always gonna be too rich for our blood. Huh? Ah, come on, Mash. I know you have amnesia, but pick up on what they're saying. Hello, White Wolf. And so the fairy's cart stopped in Sheffield. At this point, Kirby was still sleeping in the Nameless Woods. Oh, that's the current time right now with this? Oh shit. Then wait. If it's been that long, or if it's been that early compared to where we were last section. Wait, where's Mash now? She's like she could be anywhere at this point. And Da Vinci had just become acquainted with Mike, the pub owner in Salisbury. And so this other child of prophecy made her way to Sheffield. None the wiser that they were in the midst of a rebellion against High Queen Morgan. That little girl's a child of prophecy? Yes, Mr. Bogart, sir, we're sure of it. She's got an iron armor, an iron shield, and a dangerous looking iron pipe. She's strong enough to smash boulders. Hermia just sleeping through all this. Please don't ask us where she came from. That's her secret to keep. But we're positive Annis here is the child of prophecy who's gonna save Britain. So we're hoping you'll treat her well and praise her accordingly. Idiots! Do you really think you can put one over me? Over on me? That girl's no fairy. She's a human. Huh? Annis is human? You're joking, right? Right? Bro. Well, she's got just as much magical energy as a fairy. Besides, no human could possibly be that strong. Not necessarily. It's very rare, but there are some humans who are also fearsome warriors. That girl there does smell like a fairy, but she also has just a whiff of human about her. You must think I'm a fool if you really believe you could pawn such a defective merchandise off on me. Here in my city of Sheffield, liars are no better than criminals, and fraud is a crime punishable by death. Guards, arrest those merchants and have them hanged. You can throw the girl in the prison cell. Yes, sir. Ah, save us, Annis! Ah! I'm sorry, but please stand down. Also, Robin and Wag are not liars. I can't remember anything right now, so I don't know if I really am the child of prophecy or not. But if they believe I am, then that's what I'm going to be for them. So if you're going to treat them like criminals, I insist you treat me like one too. Annis? How is this girl so strong? Get the Fang soldiers over here. She's too much for us alone. Whatever you do, keep Lord Bogart safe. Hold it. No need for that. This girl means us no harm. It seems you weren't pulling a fast one after all. Very well. I'll hear you out. Go ahead and give the merchants their payment. Now what is your name, brave girl? Oh, Robin Wag called me Annis. It's a lovely name. Annis? Oh my god. now the name's getting butchered. Oh no. First Da Vinci into Da Vinci, now Annis to Anise, or however you want to pronounce it. Do you generally make a habit of eating children? Or no? Then forget about going by Annis. You there, are there any guards who can still move? Yes sir, the others are still numb for that earlier attack, but I think I'm more or less recovered. Take this girl to Habitrat's tailoring workshop. Then when she's ready, take her to the road chambers. Oh, Bogart wants to take Mash for. Oh no. Also, Habitrat. I remember seeing fan comics of Habitrat. Hey Bryce, how you doing? I've never seen a woman like this one before. While I'd rather she have more meat on her bones, that attack of hers was a sight to behold. Today's your lucky day, girl. You'll be my partner tonight. Oh no. We're getting to the part that made people rage. Yeah, I can kind of tell. I can kind of tell where this is going. Once you've cleansed yourself, you're to wait for my arrival this evening, my 62nd bride. What? You're taking Annis as a bride? Someone get Masher memory back, please. This whole bit was a poor choice on Nas's part. Yeah, I'm really not comfortable with this direction myself. And so she came to the fairy who would serve as her final bastion. The workshop of Habitrat, the ever-cheerful fairy beloved by everyone in Sheffield. Happy Cat! Happy Cat! Please don't be bad, Happy Cat! Happy Cat! So in JP, did they call her Havignan or something like that? Or I'm not sure how they address her in JP, but that's my assumption. I know you already got a lot on your plate, but Lord Boga has a new job for you. And you think pussyfooting around will make me say yes? I already told you not to bring me any more work. Think so good in the voice lines? I didn't come here to stitch together armor and spears and bags. I came here to sew dresses, damn it. Huh. Do you have any idea who I am? I'm Lady Goddamn Habitat, the greatest dressmaker of all of Britain. Excuse me? Bogart said I was supposed to get changed here? Oh. Right. Happy Cat, did you finally lose it? I mean, you've always been kind of a mess, but... Alright, finally, a job worth doing. At last, my wedding has finally paid off. Don't tell you, Bogart wants to make this girl an outfit, right? I have it done in less than no time. I mean, just look at how cute she is. That settles it. I'm making her my bride. Bride? Does that mean I'm going to be marrying her and Bogart? Oh my god. The size of a large child? Oh yeah, she definitely looks like a child, yeah. Oh, don't pay her any attention. This fairy's always been a little off. She just showed up not too long ago after we started looking for a fairy who could make bridal dresses. She's definitely good at her job, but she's also pretty, well, weird. Old-fashioned. Unflappable? I'm still not sure she fully understands that we're rebelling against Morgan here. Still, she is good at her job. She's always claiming she's a friend to all brides or something. That's me. I'm Habitat the Spinner, professional seamster. This fairy's all about helping blushing brides before their big day. But never mind that. I'm all set to get started, so let's take your measurements. Hey, I wasn't talking about to you. Come on, get out of here. Give us some privacy. And tell Bogart he'll have to wait another day. He always thinks these things take way less time than they do. Got it. How about some milk? Shall I bring some by later? Of course. I deserve a reward for all my hard work after all. And don't forget to heat it up. This kid. Hi there, young miss. It's okay. You don't have to be scared. This is all happening so fast you must be totally bewildered, huh? Well, don't worry. I'm on your side. After all, I'm Habitat. Friends to brides with bright futures ahead of them everywhere. Well, the future ain't really bright. She ends up marrying the wrong person. This kid. Well, okay, I know. Fairy and all, but like... no more stuffy iron armor for you. I'm gonna make you the best dress ever. Thank you, Happy Cat. Manus. Oh, right. Bogart said I'm not supposed to use that name anymore. Is Annis the name of someone special to him? Annis, huh? Yeah, that's definitely not a good name for you. I actually don't know, what the reference is with the name Annis. There used to be a scary fairy called, Black Annis who went around abducting and eating children. Oh. So wait, Habitat is a real fairy rather than the random name they threw out like Mike? Ah. You don't need a name like that. Let's see. Pardon me. Uh-huh. Oh wait, was it actually embedded on you? Wait. I knew it. I'm gonna call you Mash. Are you right with that? Oh, okay, I hate to say goodbye to Annis, but Mash sounds fine too. But why'd you pick Mash? Because it's written on his shield, see? It's right here on the inside in chalk. Okay. This is like the equivalent of writing your name on like on the tag on the back side of your shirt when you have amnesia. right now MASH really lacks any stability of character. Yeah, it's kind of like how it goes when you just have her have amnesia for this long instead of getting over it soon enough with how like MC and everyone else kind of got over it or got through it with Avalon's help and everything. And we just MASH by herself, like unless they like reminds you of Link's Awakening where Link had his name on his shield. Oh really? Pretty sure Casa Artoria never had amnesia. But then, what about the thing with the Nameless Woods and where... Well, I mean, technically, well... No, like, yeah, like, everyone kind of forgot, you know, their names and everything during that period of time, but they had, like, you know, actual help to remember everything, but MASH is just by herself, so, like, instead of... So I was like... I guess this, like, kind of written... Nasa kind of wrote himself into a little hole, so to say. Like with trying to get MASH, like kind of back to her senses, at least name-wise, which is I don't know. Like as silly as like the whole Fragment chapters have been so far with MASH and stuff, like I'm not too particularly keen on what's been done here. Why did Casa Artoria go by MASH the entire time? Yeah, like everyone like kind of forgot everything when they got, you know, when they fell unconscious in the Nameless Woods. So yeah, unless like I missed some cues that Casa Artoria like didn't actually forget shit, but seemed clear to me that everyone forgot like who they were completely until they made their way out and had Oberon's help. Anyways. Oh wow, you're right, and in such big letters too. I can't believe I never noticed before. So you're responsible enough to write your name on your things, but then you forgot your own name? That's funny. And so she regained her true name, but only in the most superficial sense. It would still take some time before she returned to being MASH in both name and soul. Facial expressions basically scream she was lying about the name. Nah, like with the way that her facial expressions were, at least from what I can vaguely remember, like she's just always like very nervous or easily flustered more than trying to come off as like nervously lying, I guess? No, maybe I'm interpreting shit wrong, I don't know, man. Okay, now that your measurements are all done, it's time to get to work. Oh, do you have any preferences when it comes to color and stuff? I know your armor's mostly black, but I bet you look great in white. Arbitrary began happily cutting away with the scissors. The next day, the best time of Habitra's life came to an end. There, all done. You can open your eyes now, MASH. Come on, take a look in the mirror. Oh, that really is a nice outfit. Too bad for the occasion, though. Kinda makes this all kinda sour, so to say. Kinda sours the whole thing. This is a wonderful habitat. I love it. It's easy to move in and warm, and so very soft. It almost feels like I'm wrapped in stars. Can't believe I'm getting such a lovely outfit so soon after I got here. I must be the luckiest bride in the world. Morning, MASH. That's great. I'm so glad to hear that. And now our story begins in earnest. For the time being, the girl was no longer a shield bearer, but a lady, the envy of everyone. Thus began her days of splendor and delight, easily one of the few and most peaceful times in all of fairy Britain. At least for the short time it lasted before Sheffield Castle was razed to the ground. What? Okay. Alright. From the moment the first rays of morning light lit the sky, Sheffield's Castletown was abuzz with excitement. Overnight, the rumors of the Lord's new lady, the Knight in Iron Armor, had spread in a flash. They said she was more than a match for both the Black Dogs and the Moors, and that she was even stronger than Bogart himself. More on that later. Did you hear about our new lady yet? They said she even sent Lord Bogart flying, and he withstood a blow from Gawain. Wait, and he withstood a blow from Gawain. Isn't that amazing? The merchants who brought her say she's a child of prophecy. If that's true, we might actually be able to go back to Norwich. Oh yeah, I got a peek at her in the castle yesterday. She's definitely a real child of prophecy. They don't know. You can tell she's no ordinary fairy. There's just something different about her. I thought my heart was gonna melt when she smiled at me. She might even be as much of a beauty as Lancelot. Huh. You hear that, Wagon Winky? The whole town's talking about Mash. And Bogart paid us a buttload of cash for her. We'll be all set for winter this year. I hope they get out of town before it gets raised. Too bad we can't see Mash anymore, though. I didn't think she was gonna live in the castle. That would be all together forever. Don't be stupid. We just gotta be patient. Bogart's bound to get bored of her eventually, and when he does, we'll take it to Edinburgh. You just know, Nocnaria's up north would pay even more for the Child of Prophecy. Aw, come on, not you too, Rob. Whack, I can understand, but you? Mash is just merchandise. Now that we've sold her, that's it. We're done. There's nothing tying us together anymore. I say we leave Sheffield before it's too late. The longer we stay, the harder it'll be to make our escape. Escape? Why do we gotta escape, Winky? We got money now, right? Are we gonna stay here till spring? Oh yeah, Mash protected us. Nobody's ever protected strays like me and Wag before. So we're gonna stay here until we return the favor. But if you want to go, Winky, you can go. You're not like us strays who drifted here. You're actually from the land of the Fae. You're way more smarter than us. You'll be fine on your own no matter where you go. You're giving me way too much credit. The more clever some twisted bastard thinks they are, the less capable they are of changing what they believe. Oh. Just so we're clear, I do not believe you are actually the Child of Prophecy. The only reason I'm letting the townspeople believe different is that it suits me. And let me be clear about one more thing. You have no right to voice your opinion here. Aww. I'll need more than power if I'm going to defeat Morgan. And I'm also going to need the grace and dignity of a king. No more than an ornament to that end. All you need to do is stand by my side as my beautiful queen. Okay. That's how he treats women. Yep, okay. Yes, Lord Bogart, I'll conduct myself with the dignity of a queen worthy of Sheffield. Mash, goddammit! Regain your memories! By the way, did you sleep well last night? I'm very sorry again for how rudely I reacted. Oh, that. I don't have a scratch on me. Don't worry your pretty little head over it. Now then, guards. I'm going to see how our soldiers' training is coming along at the barracks. To be fair, his past wives treated him pretty badly. Yeah, they did go. The other fairies did go over like his little history. Tends to ruin a man. Yeah, trust issues and all that. Really hard to get over, if not impossible, depending. Keep an eye on my lady. Make sure she doesn't escape, or leave the castle at all for that matter. Yes, Lord Bogart, leave it to us. Who Les Bogart was? He was also an excellent lord. He spared no effort gathering mercenaries, training soldiers, and reinforcing his ramparts in preparation for the inevitable battle against High Queen Morgan's army. He made sure his army would be strong because he was sick and tired of losing. Although he was internally driven by his fear of failure, at this time Bogart was still regarded as a good ruler. Acting dignified. Oh no. Buffing out chest and putting orders. No. The sure sign of I have no idea what I'm doing. Realizing there's more to dignity than that. Now this does seem like MASH behavior. Lady MASH. Yes, I'm the queen. Do you have a problem with that? I know, my lady. So, you're Lord Bogart's wife, right? Which means you're now one of the lords of Sheffield, right? Well, with all that in mind, I have a favor to ask on behalf of your citizens. Huh? Ah. You sleazy bastards. We've been getting lots of eyewitness reports of Moors spotted in western Sheffield. And according to the merchants who brought you here, the Moors have no effect on you. Bankland does have more resistance to the Moors poison than other clans, but it still hurts like hell. So if it's not too much to ask, we're hoping we might be able to ask for your assistance. Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, like, since they do know that she can fight them, it's like, I mean, I don't blame them for asking. So that's why you brought me all this way. Then I'll be glad to handle this. I'd be glad to handle this, I mean. Since I destroyed part of the castle walls last night, it's only right that I do my part to oh, wait. I destroyed part of the castle walls last night. Oh. Damn it, how are you so darn cute? Or how are you so damn cute? That's not what's important right now. What do you think you're doing, MASH? And what are you thinking, guard? When did things get so bad in the land of the Fae that we had to send our lady out to fight? I'm gonna tell Bogart about this, you know. Well, it's the duty of a lord and his wife to protect the territory, right? Besides, she's already evil as far as Queen Morgan's concerned, so... Are you calling my bride evil? Have you seen how cute MASH is? She's the happiest bride in the world. She would even catch a butterfly or pick a flower or... Why are you wearing your old armor? You didn't rip my dress, did you? Oh no, not at all. Don't worry, I'm still wearing a dress underneath my armor. Uh-huh. Armor holding. It's gonna get all wrinkled. Not to make a new one. But that can wait until after we've taken care of this. I'm not gonna make you fight this battle on your own. I'm gonna be right there beside you. You can't do the heavy cat. If the Moors touch you, all you need to do is handle Moors a little... Oh wait. All you need to handle Moors is a little ingenuity. It's not my fault fairies these days can't think for themselves. More importantly, my name is Habitrap. I don't care if the other fairies call me Heavy Cat, but you're not allowed. Oh, why only me? Someone needs to do Habitrap about ironing. Yeah, I don't think they ever imitated ironing clothes to get rid of wrinkles. Oh my god, I knew she was small, but holy shit. Holy shit. Wait. Oh shit, wait, you're right. Wait, MASH is level 100? And she's still only NP3. Oh shit. Wait, is she level 100 but she doesn't have her 1k foe? Oh, come on. So restore HP, debuff immune, Arts card, increase NP gauge, decrease. Oh, but what's Habitat's? Restore health for all allies, crit stars, decrease crit star gather rate. Since when have story supports ever have foes? Yeah, that's true. Oh, applies debuffing me, right. Well, better late than never. They really skimp out on stairs boys, took me years to even give them C's. Yeah, it's like, bro, come on. And even then, it'd be nice if they gave something that's like, that also fits more of like what they can do. Like, you know, like some kind of card bonus or crit stars or just anything, or maybe like other defensive buffs, you know, debuffs, start with debuff immune or just whatever depending on the context. Instead of just 50 NP, extra NP gain. That's it for everyone and anyone. Look at this. Casartoria story skills. Yeah, like they're all still level 8 as if that's some kind of magic number. I'm like, why? Oh. Wait, was it this update that they actually have subtitles? Like... Oh! Wait, it's only for Habitat? Oh, why is it only for Habitat? Why is it only for her? It's only Habitat and Muramasa? Really? Wait, why is it only those two that have subtitles? Because they're... This is because the story version are special? Oh. Oh, not this Dash's curse. Oh no, that's gonna hurt. Also decreases health. Sure. Oh, it's only off by that. Ah, god damn it. Actually, wait, I should be doing this. I just realized I had a break chain. Come on, crit, yeah. Like, Story Habitron's NP is not the same as her playable version? Oh. Huh. Yeah. So it has a support type. Wait, why is that censored out? Okay, let's see. Oh my, oh, that crit. Oh, Oh shit.
神明了解
Give me that extra attack.
それは全ての傷全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷権限せよ
Oh, because the NP animation itself was a spoiler? Oh, okay, okay.
ターゲットやーこれで倒します
This is why I hate fighting. All that work for almost no reward. That was amazing, Habitrot. I've never seen another fairy move like that. You think? Well, we artisans do need to be able to complete surprise rush orders in a single day. Me, I can make a new brighter dress in the time it takes for the sun to set and rise again. That's why they call me Happy Cat the Speedster. I can't believe what I just saw either. No wonder Lord Bogart holds you in such high regard. Did the Wing Clan make that spool of yours? But wait, besides Mirian, the Wing Clan died out 1200 years ago. Mirian? As in Game Master Mirian? Huh, I didn't know she was still alive, or maybe she passed the name on to her daughter. Well, whatever. Now that we've taken care of the Moors, how are you gonna show your appreciation? You gonna treat us the kind of yummy lunch we deserve? I know we're not allowed to enjoy eating when Bogart, wait. When Bogart's what? Well, that won't be a problem in the castle town. Wait. Oh, I'm not supposed to enjoy when Bogart is eating, when Bogart. Oh, okay. I was like, wait. What? I've never seen like someone abbreviate it like that in that context in the sentence. Okay. And anyways, of course. I've been waiting to introduce Lady Master to everyone anyway. Are you sure that's a good idea? Lord Bogart did say I wasn't supposed to stand out. Nah, it'll be fine. He won't be back until nighttime anyway. It was a big slog coming all this way, right? So it's only right we make the most of it. And the fairies of Sheffield love human culture, so they're not prejudiced against humans at all. Trust me, they're gonna love you down at the pub. They'll be happy, you'll be happy, and I'll be happy. Exactly. Lord Bogart prohibits us from treating humans like slaves. He says it's only fair since we've all been banished, so we really are all equals here. Honestly, I don't know what we would do without humans, or our humans. In fact, there's one human woman in particular I'd like to propose to myself. Oh, is that so? I guess Sheffield really is all about freedom then. And here I thought he was just talking big about not doing things like Queen Morgan. I'm sorry, you said you were all banished? Oh, you mean you didn't know? This place used to be a ghost town up until 100 years ago. It wasn't until Lord Bogart and the rest of us rebuilt it that Sheffield became what it is today. We used to all live in Norwich, at least until its Lord Spriggan had us all banished. We wandered around for a long time with nowhere to go until we ended up here. Which is why we can't abandon Norwich now. We might have been banished from it, but it's still our hometown. So the Queen isn't going to do anything about the Calamity Pool building up there, we will. That's why Lord Bogart is revolting against her. He wants to save Norwich before it's too late. Shortly before nightfall, the time of day known in your world as twilight, the girl stood alone atop the castle walls looking out over the land of the Fae. The Isle of Britain, beautiful and lonesome as it stretched out under the endless twilight sky. What are you doing here? Have you forgotten the way back to the castle? Oh, hello, Bogart. The scenery here is so nice, isn't it? You refer to me as Lord Bogart. I'll not tolerate disrespect. And yes, of course the view here is nice. So I can see any enemy forces that attempt to invade my territory. Though I suspect you and I are using the term nice very differently. This is a battlefield. In fact, the bloodstains have only recently faded. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. No, I still don't know anything about this town. Does this... Yes, did you say something, Lord Bogar? Never mind. Does this scenery truly seem nice to you? Even with all these desolate islands as far as the eye can see, in a world ruled by fairies rather than humans. Yes, it does. It seems wonderfully precious. There's something very forlorn about the scenery, but also, but something something endearing too. I can tell that everyone is suffering here. Rob, Wag, Winky, the people I've met in the other towns, the people of Sheffield, everyone. I don't know what it is that's causing their suffering, but I do know that in spite of it, they all consider this their home. They want to keep living here, even if it's hard. If so many people still love Britain, I can't imagine it could be such an awful place. How shallow. This is exactly why humans are so difficult to deal with. Go back to the castle before you distract the soldiers in their barracks. I won't be back until late tonight, so talk to Habitra if you can't sleep. Ha. I will. Thank you for your concern, Lord Bogar. Ha. Wasn't that nice of him? Lord Bogar really is a wonderful lord, isn't he? Oh my god. Don't let him fool you, Mash. You guys don't demand people call them Lord. You think so? I thought that was just to keep his reputation intact. After all, he looked very unhappy when I called him Lord before. What? That's even worse. Does that lionhead actually think he's some devoted husband or something? You're only married on paper. He's got no right to go around tricking my bride like that. On paper? So our marriage is a fraud? Does it mean I'm actually a wicked woman who's deceiving kind and earnest Lord Bogar of my feminine charms? What? Oh my god, man. Oh my god, someone help this girl. This is also Mash behavior. This is like Moriarty's attempt to, or is it Moriarty or is it Domin that applies the evil trait to servants? I forget. Or was it both? I don't remember. It's like trying to apply the evil trait to Mash. and like this, and the only evil thing she can, oh, it's Moriarty. And the only thing she can muster up is like throwing up a crumpled piece of paper to the ground. Domin just buffs evil. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's like the only evil thing Mash can muster up to do is like throw a crumpled piece of paper into the ground instead of properly in the trash can. Or she'll throw it in the regular trash can and not the recycling bin. Oh, so evil. Then I'm both a child of prophecy and a femme fatale like no other. Yeah, maybe you are. No wonder you're too much for Bogar to handle, especially since he's hopeless against anyone who doesn't detest him. You're practically his natural enemy. Man, Bogar's predecessor must have gotten out to some real bad stuff for him to be in this predicament. Huh, what do you mean he's hopeless against anyone who doesn't detest him? Oh, that. It's all about fairies' most fundamental desires and unique traits. Humans' emotions change all the time. One moment they'll want to be loved and next hated. Or they'll want to protect someone one moment and then hurt them the next, but fairies' desire are much less mutable. In Bogar's case, he uses his rational mind to keep his violent impulses in check. So he can't make full use of his abilities unless he's both hating and hated by someone. Basically, thanks to who you are, it's impossible for him to be too aggressive. Thanks to who I am? But I still don't know who I am. I don't remember anything about my past. I didn't even know my name until recently. Before I came here, before Rob, Wag, and Winky began calling me the Child of Prophecy. I had no idea what I should do, or even what I was supposed to do. No, for that matter, Did I even have a self before I lost my memories? Why do you ask that? There's only one thing I've learned from losing my memories. There's something missing in my heart, like there's a hole right through it. All the fairies I've met have a purpose, something they intrinsically seek. Some of them help others for money, some of them hurt others for money. But I don't have anything like that. Whenever I try to help someone, I always end up realizing the same thing. What is it I want right now? What is it that drove me to help them? I don't know, and it makes me feel very empty inside. I have a heart, so I know I can't get away with this forever. I don't think I was even aware of that emptiness before I lost my memories, but now I can't help but notice it. After all, I don't have any memories left to cover it up. Something was missing in me. No, that's not right. There's a gap in me that's long been ready to receive something, but I refuse to try and fill it. So I find it very hard to believe that there's anything I can do. Abatrap blinked in astonishment at the girl's surprised confession. Losing her memories was not all bad. It made her aware of a serious problem. Well, hey, most people don't really know who they are, or what it is they want. They say that kind of thing becomes clear on your deathbed, but for better or worse, we're still alive. You need something to drive you, a goal you can be proud of, and that'll also help you learn to love yourself. You said you have a hole through you, right? And you're not trying to figure out what you should do as a person, you're trying to figure out what you want to do. Maybe that's not the kind of thing you notice when you're already leaning on others. But this journey is going to be just for you, so you can find it for yourself. Don't listen to her too closely. She's going to bail before this is over. It'll be a long time before the girl finds an answer she's comfortable with. For the time being, the fairy's words were just meant as advice to cheer her up, in the hopes that one day they'll form the core of the wheels you use to spin your own thread. Alright, I almost forgot a very important part. Do you mind if we rewind a bit? Okay. This narrator's playing with us. I've been waiting for you, my lord. You must be tired after a hard day's work. Huh, is that your attempt at playing the model wife? Impertinent whelp. Don't think I don't see what you're doing here, clever lass. Playing along obediently will do nothing to change your fate. My only objective is the throne. Everything I do is in service of defeating the clans and killing Morgan. You're no exception, child of prophecy. I'm quite used to betting humans. I'm going to deflower you now. What the fuck? I will not be gentle. What the fuck? But if you wish to fight back, you're welcome to try. This is the room in Sheffield Castle's guest house that was prepared for MASH. On the night that the child of prophecy was clothed in a bridal dress and told to await Bogar's arrival. Yeah. Oh boy. This is what happened during her first night as Bogar's 62nd bride. This is what pissed me off. Yeah, I'm not liking this either. Until that happened. Ah! Whee! Oh, what was that? Are we under attack? The Bogar! Wonder what happened? Oh, the wall by the throat is ruined. Everyone come quick, the enemy's trying to kill Lord Bogar. Hold it, I'm fine. Do not call the other guards. I just slipped, that's all. Oh, terribly sorry, sir. Still, it's amazing you were right after flying 50 meters. That's why they call you the Stone Lion Lord Bogar. The punchline is kind of funny, but not enough to excuse it. Yeah, I don't like the... Yeah, like, I don't like the lead up to, like, the lead up to that. It's just... I'm so sorry, Bogart. I'll be right down. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Again, I'm so sorry. I was actually very nervous about all this. So even though you just lost your balance from being tired and were only trying to grab my shoulders for support. You surprised me so much I just shoved out with my hands. I never expected you to go flying so far. Trying very hard not to let the sudden realization what actually happened show on his face. God, you have to tell no one else about this, is that clear? Yes, sir. Of course, sir. I didn't see anything, sir. Now, if you excuse me, I must get back to my duties. Whoa, the Trial of Prophecy is amazing. I can't wait to tell everyone about it. Bogart, would you let me to rub your back? No, don't touch me ever again. What kind of wife knocks her husband out of the castle on their first night together? The rumors spread overnight. They spoke of an iron woman who could even throw Lord Bogart from his own castle. They said she was strong, kind, and eccentric. A new Tomlin like no one had ever seen before. Holy shit, how much time is passing? Man, Sheffield's been like a whole new town ever since Lady Mash got here. She gets rid of the moors for us, she helps out with anything we ask of her. And best of all, she even keeps Lord Bogart from acting up. It's like he's back to his old self again. Not even the Queen's army can stop us now. Norwich is as good as back in our hands. Oh man, who's ready for the death flag? Oh man, I'm like they already set in stone a while back. Wag toasting along. A toast to Lady Mash, a toast to Lord Bogart. A toast to our knight, the Knight of Sheffield. Cheers! Must be nice to be you, Wag. Sheesh, the Knight of Sheffield, huh? Mash is a child of prophecy, remember? She's not just Sheffield's knight. Sure, those princess clothes look great on her, but there's something special about her. She's more than that. If you ask me, Mash looked plenty elegant in the iron armor of hers too. What, you jealous of Bogart now, Ra? Did you forget you were the ones who brought her here? Of course not. I just think it's sick how everyone in town is carrying on about her. I mean, I know it's kind of the same for us, but still. Every morning I see Mash looking out at the horizon up from atop the ramparts. She always looks so lonely. She used to smile all the time. She used to be really happy. Makes me wonder if maybe we made a big mistake. Is that so? So what? You don't think Mash is a child of prophecy after all now? Huh. She was just a lucky find at first, just another piece of merchandise. But then she started talking to us like we were equals, and before I knew it, I got attached to her. Me and Wag are from Fairy Britain. We drifted here from outside. Was meaning to leave this earlier. Was this? Let me see. Story of Tomlin? We're basically flotsam, objects, humans, sometimes even fairies. They wash ashore here sometimes. We're like, changelings in a way. Flotsam? I've never heard of that term before, but I guess it's pretty typical of Morgan's reign. Huh. We're not part of any clan, and we didn't spring up naturally. We don't belong anywhere. One day Queen Morgan's soldiers caught us, branded us with command spells, and just let us go. They knew we'd die when we got squeezed for our existence tax at the end of the year, so they didn't even bother killing us. That's why I threw myself into any kind of work I could find, no matter how dirty. You know what Wag is like? He doesn't even know what's going on half the time. Still, I'm like his big brother, so it's my duty to at least make sure he's got enough to eat. My only purpose every year is making sure we survived, and that kept us from becoming Moors. But unfortunately, it also made me forget a bunch of things: hesitation, uncertainty, compassion. The next thing I knew, I was thinking I was a full-blown bad guy, and that I can do whatever I wanted. So it would have been a lot easier if I just stayed like that. But being around MASH made me realize I hadn't forgotten my values after all. All the prophecy is supposed to save the fairies of Fairy Britain, right? It's got nothing to do with us, so we've never truly been a part of this land. So no, I'm sure she's not the real child of prophecy. The real child of prophecy would never save us. Agnes might be a fake child of prophecy, but she's even better than the real one. So does it mean the reason you're still here in Sheffield is... What do you know, dummy? Go on, get lost! What are you even doing here flapping your gums? Don't you have some tailoring to do for the lady or something? I sure do. I'm Habitrot the Spinner, friend to all brides. Don't worry, I'll make sure MASH stays safe. And if I ever need help, I'll come to you first. Woo! We're not scared of the Moors or the Queen. We're all gonna keep MASH safe together. You were right, Winky. We just parted ways sooner. This would never have... Huh. Winky. Where'd you go, Winky? Uh-oh. 4th Platoon has returned from Edinburgh, Lord Bogar. They weren't able to meet with Nocnaria, but they were successful with their business negotiations. So, they managed to procure the iron weapons then. Give the weapons to the fairies, and take the armor to the human barracks. Just having humans around will be enough to empower our fairy soldiers. They don't need to take part in the fighting, all they need to do is stay alive. Yes sir, I'll have the tailor fit them for armor right away. Now where's the child of prophecy? Down the town again. I thought I told her to stay by my throne. No wife of a lord should conduct herself so thoughtlessly. Who told her she could come and go as she pleases? Was it Habitrot? She thinks she can do whatever she likes just because I vie her tailoring skills. She's gravely mistaken. Tell her and the child of prophecy that their next infraction will be their last. Well, the thing is, sir, Lady MASH said she wanted to be of use to you as best as she could, so... If she wants to be of use to me, she should obey me. I am the law in Sheffield. I am the law. And any who refuse to abide by it shall be dealt with harshly, regardless of the reasons for doing so. Oh! Hey there, boss. I heard we got some new gear. So I stopped by to make sure it wasn't all junk. Huh, what's got your fur ruffled, Lord Bogar? Oh, I see you're all nervous cause MASH isn't here, right? Hey, I get it, she's super strong after all. So with the army from New Darlington that's supposedly headed this way, you oh shit! Fuck. I didn't mean to... Like, dude, I actually wasn't even touching my screen! How the fuck? Okay, hold on. I got this. I'll go restart the scene. Bro. Like... my finger was just right next to the screen. It wasn't even touching it. What the fuck? Like, my finger was resting on, like, the very edge of my cover, my phone cover. Bro. That somehow was, like, my phone screen somehow, like, picked up on that? Like, what the fuck? How? Okay. Now... thing goes around... Okay. Oh, I see. You're all nervous because MASH isn't here, right? Hey, I get it. She's super strong and all. Or after all. And so with the army for New Darlington that's supposedly headed this way, you probably want her here by your side to keep you safe since you're revolting against the queen and all, huh? Don't be ridiculous. I don't need any protection. That girl will only make more trouble for me if she were nearby. Then it shouldn't matter where MASH goes, should it? I mean, all you care about is having the child of prophecy here in Sheffield, right, Bogar? You just can't keep your mouth shut, can you? You're lucky there's no other fairy around who can do your job, or I'd have twisted your head clean off by now. Fine, I'll let the child of prophecy go as she likes during the day. But be warned, Habitrot, there will be consequences if you don't deliver on the promises you've been making. That iron cylinder that was brought here with... wait. The iron cylinder that was brought here with the girl is similar to Morgan's spear, yes? Have you figured out how it works? Is this something we can use? I still have no idea how it works, but I think I can at least get it to fire. I'm not sure that's how it's meant to be used though. Plus, just touching it makes you feel sick. Whatever that thing is, I don't think it's even supposed to exist. I can't imagine why Mash had something like that. Whatever it is, it really, really doesn't suit her at all. True, she has yet to even mention it. I suspect she's subconsciously avoiding it, running from it even. That's pretty sharp, at least for you, Lord Bogar. It's nice to hear you voice an honest opinion I agree with for never mind the Child of Prophecy. Can we use that thing as a weapon? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it is a cannon after all. Do you know what a cannon is? No? It's a thing with a chamber that you pack with magical energy ammo. Then you compress it and burn what's inside the chamber until something comes out. The only thing is, it takes a ton of magic energy to use. Enough that most fairies would probably wither and die if they tried. So if you plan on using a Bogarn, you better ensure you're the only one. Don't make your subordinates do it. No normal fairy could fire that thing and hope to survive. So what you're saying is only those who are truly strong can use it, hmm? Huh, that's perfect. It'll be an excellent way to demonstrate that I have what it takes to be king. Here lies Lord Bogar. I should have known I couldn't get anything through your thick skull. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying before. It looks like the Queen's army is finally about to make a move. Are you all ready to face them? What will be your strategy, O great Lord of Sheffield? Thanks to my supporters in Camelot, I know exactly how strong the Queen's forces are. You're sending her 3rd Division, which consists of approximately 2,000 soldiers. She must have thought that would be enough to handle us. Huh. It's almost shocking how little she thinks of us. They'll never be able to get past Sheffield's walls. All ramparts are made from strips of the wood's tree bark. They won't be easily destroyed. We have nothing to fear from the Queen's army without a Tamlin, and with Nagnaria moving south, she can't afford to send more than 1 division. All we have to do is wait 7 days for them to wear themselves out against the ramparts. Once we've held the castle for 7 days, the Queen's 3rd Division will expend its strength. Then my elite soldiers and I only need to release our pent-up anger from the siege. So you do have a path to victory in mind. Guess I was worried for nothing then. Then have you told Mash this place is gonna turn into a battleground in a few days? What am I saying? Of course you have. She's as strong as the Tamlin after all. No, I haven't, and I won't. How many times must I tell you that there's no need for that? All the Child of Prophecy needs to do is boost my soldiers' morale. Anything else would only get in my way. Make sure you keep your mouth shut, Habitrot. That girl is decoration, nothing more. Uh-huh. Good evening, Lord Bogar. It's so nice of you to visit me again. Don't misunderstand, I'm only here to save face in front of my guards. Otherwise, no fake fairy with a spur would ever come to the room of a woman he has no intention of betting. Still, now that I'm here, I'm not about to waste my precious time. Let's discuss the Child of Prophecy tonight. How much do you know about them that now that your memories are gone? Not much, I'm afraid. Only they're a fairy, they turned 16 this year and are destined to save Britain. Outrageous, I didn't think it was possible to be so, abominably ignorant. Lost all face when she threw yours through all those walls. The Child of Prophecy story begins 16 years ago. Einzel, the head of the Mirror Clan who possessed the sacrament of prognostication, prophesied that the savior of Britain had been born, and that one day the true king would defeat the false king for good. In response, Queen Morgan tried to have every fairy born that year rounded up and killed, but she wasn't completely successful. There were many villagers who harbored anti-queen sentiment. Some of them sheltered newborn fairies in the hope that one would someday fulfill the prophecy. Of course, there were also some towns who took fairies born that year and tried to pass them off as the Child of Prophecy. These days, some have even offered 16-year-old fairies in tribute to the queen, claiming they too are the Child of Prophecy. And that alone makes the Child of Prophecy valuable. It's why every faction in Britain was desperate to find them. but not one fairy ever doubted that Einzel's prophecy would come true. You see, they knew this had happened before, and there have been other times in Britain's history where a savior has been born to rescue it. A figure meant to banish the great calamity that comes every 1,000 years, the one who channels the voice from paradise. At any rate, all but 2 of the records from the Fae era have been lost. One describes an incident that took place in Fae era 4000, over 6,000 years ago. There, a single fairy rescued Britain when constant interclan warfare had brought it to the brink of collapse, at the cost of their own life. The second is the War of Summer in Fae era 2000, in which war was waged against the northern fairies who came here from the Isle of Shadows. In that war, Queen Mab's army of human soldiers, or is it supposed to be no? At least the way it's spelled. Of human soldiers wielding iron weapons nearly succeeded in eradicating our ancestors. Or is it Maze? I guess it's just spelled differently than... I don't know, man. But then a single fairy stepped in to mediate between the 2 camps, which led to the creation of the 6 clans we have today. This savior's name was Ask, meaning ash tree. Related to Maeve. Oh, okay. I was wondering about the... So I actually don't know. After ending the clan wars, she was buried in the remains of Orkney, at the northernmost end of Britain. Huh. The ignorant low-class fairies may believe that the child of prophecy is supposed to be the savior reborn, but not me. No matter how many times she may have saved Britain before, she's still lost. Calamity still exists. That alone is proof she does not deserve to be called anyone's savior. Now, if any other previous saviors had succeeded at ridding the world of those accursed Moors, the calamities that occur with ever more frequency... and the calamities that occur with ever more frequency, then I would have accepted their claims. I've noticed that everyone in town seems to be afraid of the word calamity. No, not just them. Every fairy in town I visited on the way here was afraid of it. My understanding is that as terrifying as Queen Morgan may be, fairies still obeyed her because she at least kept them safe from calamities, but now... That's right. Morgan has declared her intention to leave Norwich to his fate. This was their second grave error. After appointing Tristan to Tomlin, I would never get such an opportunity again. You're happy about this, Lord Bogar? You can't rally soldiers without a cause for them to believe in. They need something greater than themselves. This Norwich situation is an unprecedented opportunity, Mash. It's a chance I've been waiting for to seize the throne. I have no intention of actually saving Norwich, but I'll still use the situation. My call to action couldn't be simpler. I demanded that the Queen rid Norwich of its calamity pool and aid in the restoration of the city. If these demands are not met, then Sheffield will no longer recognize Camelot's rule. The Queen will either need to comply with my demands or send out her army to suppress us. Frankly, I don't care which option she chooses. Either will deplete her army. That will give me time to collude with the Northern Fairies, invite the Round Table army in the south to join our cause, and eventually create an army of my own to rival the Queen's. You're no more than grease for those wheels, child of prophecy. I neither need nor expect you to save Britain. Until and unless you recover your memories, you're not to make a move without my permission. All I want is for you to continue giving the people of this town hope. You're no good for anything else. God damn. That's the whole situation in Sheffield. Bogart has 3,000 soldiers, 2,000 is fairy militia, and 300 humans. Oh boy. He's also gathering more forces even as we speak, so you probably want to make your move soon. So it would seem. Damn it, the Queen only authorized Sheffield to assemble soldiers as a deterrent against the Northern Fairies. Now you're telling me there are 5,000 armed rebels all in one place there? That makes this the largest rebellion we've ever seen. I'd say it's owed larger to Lady Tristan crossing a line with her antics. Ever since New Darlington was built, countless fairies have been slaughtered for pure amusement. Now fairies from all across Britain are harboring doubts about Lady Tristan. and about High Queen Morgan making her tumbling in the first place. You don't have to tell me, I'm painfully aware of that. But we still sworn loyalty to the High Queen. We can't be party to any of that nonsense. Right, sorry about that, it just slipped out. So, what about my payment? Very well, go on, pay him. He may have lost his standing, but Bogart's still a powerful leader from the Fae clan. He can easily defeat 1,000 fairies on his own. Send word to Camelot to have Lady Gawain dispatched here on the double. Oh. Oh. Alright. What about the Child of Prophecy? I'm pretty sure intel that vibe was worth something. Huh, that's a good one. They just captured another Child of Prophecy yesterday. This new one is even worth looking into. I'm sure Bogart just made her up. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to dismiss it, officer. That fairy there was telling the truth. I especially enjoyed the description of this Child of Prophecy. How did it go again? Black iron armor, a huge shield, a girl that appears to be a girl of about 16. And a black iron cylinder that made you uneasy just to look at. Oh. Guy got too greedy. Yep, I think he's dead. Oh, you've definitely got my attention now, brother. Please, tell me more. What's this girl's name? You do know her name, right? Honestly, I find it strange how you avoided mentioning just that part even though you're here to sell us intel. I mean, don't you think it's suspicious? It almost makes me think you're not telling us on purpose. That's how it sounded to you, sorry, but you're wrong. I didn't say it because I don't know. Now if you're not going to pay me anymore, I'll just be on my way. I just want to get back to the south by tomorrow. Hey now, why the rush? You came all this way after all, come on, chat a spell with us. Don't worry, Winky. I'm sure I'll come back to you soon enough. It's written all over your face. Woo! Winky's fucking dead. He wanted to greed so hard to get some extra bang for his buck for selling everyone out, but oh boy. Jeez. Oh boy. Whales. Huh. Oh shit, wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, what the heck? I'm just reading up some news about what happened with Call of Duty so far. Oh shit. Actually, I'm not sure if I should really talk about it in length much here, given I guess how serious this is, but oh, what the fuck? But did I hear about Persona? I am very much not interested in in Persona, honestly. Come back to me when. Actually, what else am I looking forward to SMC wise, honestly? Actually, come back to me when they re-release Digital Devil Saga on Steam or something. I don't know, man. You're very concerned about Persona 3's remake? Oh, what happened with it? Because I actually missed the part about the remake from Summer Game Fest, from what I've heard. I mean, I watched part of it, but I guess I missed it somehow. You better have female MC or it's not worth it. Oh wait, they're gonna remake it, but it looks like they might not include female MC. The remake was accidentally leaked. Oh. Huh. But wait, so there are signs that there might not be an Chibi Persona 5 Tactics game? Oh yeah, I did hear about the Persona 5 Tactics game. Like, apparently the social guy just kind of really bungled up when to release a post, because I'm pretty sure they probably prepared it and scheduled it, but then they accidentally probably marked a couple days off or whenever it's supposed to come up. So whoops. Also, wait, I forget. Was Summer Game Fest just a one-day thing, or is it a multi-day thing? Because I think I heard my friends mention that there's more stuff for tomorrow, or am I not, or did I not hear correctly? Supposed to be for the Xbox showcase? Ah, okay. Anyways, how long until we get to Wales? Well, we're taking the scenic route instead of the main road, so as to not stand out. But at this pace, I'd say we'll get there tonight, as long as we don't run into any trouble. Is something wrong, Arteria? You've been really quiet for a while now. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to make Curry nervous, but I've been getting a really bad feeling like someone's been watching us all this time. Well, I also get the feeling the carriage is going to flip over in about 5 seconds. Wait, this is when do you have clairvoyance? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't be silly. Redra bit. The most elegant wind-like Fae horse around. I would never let a carriage I was drawing tip over, especially with passengers inside. What the? What is it? Are we under attack? Everyone get out of the carriage! Hang on, we ain't under attack. The carriage just ran over something is all. Run over something is all. What happened, Red Horse? Are the roads that bad out there? No, it was just, I'm sorry. I was just running up home while gazing up at the sky. And I didn't notice the large number of fairies collapsed on the road until it was too late. You ran over a bunch of fairies collapsed on the road? This is incredible. It's awful. It's in Croffle. There are 1, 2, 6 of them blocking our way. We're alive. We're still alive. Please. Please help us. Our cargo just began acting up and attacked us out of nowhere. Hey ho. We're not hurt too badly. In fact, we probably look completely fine. But the cargo took one of us away. Down past that hill to that isolated cave no one would ever see unless they were looking for. Bro. Oh my god. This is like one of the oldest fucking scams in the book. Oh my god. It's like, you gotta help us! When the fairy is so... oh my god. The Wolf of Mogus. I hate how Among Us just changed, like, how literally anyone views the phrase anymore. Like, you have, like, Injustice, Gods Among Us, you have The Wolf Among Us, you got, like, actually, is there any other, like, game or show or whatever that has Among Us or whatever in the title along with the rest of the title? They're dedicated to it since they got ran over for it. I mean, as long as it works, right? Among the Sleep? Oh, is that a game? I never heard of that one. Please, you gotta save them, you nice suckers. I mean, people wouldn't turn your backs on a fairy in need, right? Okay, but wait, let me see. Among the Sleep? I think I've actually now that you mention it, it does ring a bell. Oh, it's the horror game where you play as a little child trying to like go through your house in some weird nightmare, trying to look for your mom or something, and then all the scream. Yeah, wait, I remember watching Dan's Gaming play this during a horror month, I think. Ah. Anyone else catch a slip of the tongue there? That hill, or that hill over there? Got it. Oh, I tell you. The game was disappointing. Yeah, I heard the ending was kind of like, Although I'm not sure about like the. Actually, I don't remember how the reception was for the rest of the game, but I think I remember the ending kind of being meh. Which seems to be like a very common thing with a lot of horror games in general. Like, they set all the stuff up and lay out like a pretty good story, at least a good foundation, but then a lot of them just really suck at sticking the landing at closing out the story, or falling into the trap of making a sequel bait of a game they'll never end up making. You hate it when a horror game has all the supernatural stuff going on, but turns out it's just all allegory. None of it was real. Yeah, I kind of get tired of that too, honestly. Come on, everyone. We need to hurry before it's too late. Oh yeah, also speaking of horror games, Amnesia the Bunker came out a while ago, right? Amnesia the Bunker came out 2 days ago. I kind of want to play it, because like I haven't really played much of the Amnesia games in general. I've only played a couple hours of Dark Descent before I wussed out. You say a series to avoid then, but kind of spoilers? Huh. But yeah, I only played a little bit of Dark Descent before I got too scared, like when I got it way back when. But then yeah, I remember like what were the other games, like Machine for Pigs and ooh, let me check Steam. Machine for Pigs, Rebirth, and now Bunker. Yeah, I remember hearing mixed things about Machine for Pigs. You're like talking about Layers of Fear? Oh yeah, I mean I haven't heard about Layers of Fear in a long ass time. What's Layers of Fear? Wait. Coming out in June 15, 2023. Wait, what? Wait, wasn't it out already? Oh, Layers of Fear 2016, 2019? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, Layers of Fear 1, 2016, Layers of Fear 2, 2019, and now another Layers of Fear that's just called Layers of Fear. What the fuck? Is this a remake or something? It involves a group of teenagers and your choices matter, but really don't. Wait, you'd say a series to avoid? Oh, I mean another series to avoid with the whole supernatural stuff, but just allegory thing? Layers of Fear is trash. Wait, seriously? There's a fine line between being nice and being gullible, you know? You know, I'm actually kind of impressed you managed to survive this long. Masa. Keep an eye on those fairies, Oberon. No problem, good luck over there. So wait, where everything turns out to be hallucinations for one thing or another? Huh. Up to 3 servants can be sent. Our Toria caster can only be deployed as a support. Oh, so then if I try... What? Oh, come on! Mine's better! Actually, I need Tamama Lancer for the bond. So wait, Man of Medan? Choices do kind of matter. Huh. Oh, is that the... Wait, is that the Dark Pictures series thing? Or something? Wait, what the fuck? What? First two games, Anthology, I like that though, Dark Pictures. Ah, okay. Like, I don't think I'll ever get to playing those games because I kind of spoil myself on it by watching all kinds of streams, all kinds of streamers playing that game. The third game is actual supernatural shit. First and second are not. On that note, the third game is the best of the batch? Huh. If only I can, like, selectively forget temporarily, so I can try to, like, enjoy those games, like, without seeing all the stuff I've seen. I mean, I made my choice when actually viewing those games, but yeah. Awesome, man, we got loops. Okay, how does Muramasa's thing work? Arts card, effectiveness, overcharge, MP strength, remove attack buffs, defense ignore. Increase all effectiveness. Crystal Gather Ray, crit stars. Ignore invincible, crit strength against wait. Crit strength against enemies with evade or invincible? What the fuck? Crit star drop ray, increase crit strength. Holy shit. Alter ego exclusive skill. Oh. Apply divine spirit, special attack. Ignore invincible, defense ignore, increase NP. What the fuck? Hey, Aesthetica. Wait, is special defense ignore doesn't apply to special resist stuff, right? Well, I guess we'll see. No? Ah, okay. I just go MP spam like a degenerate. Only defense of damage cut? Ah, okay. Yeah, I kinda thought so with the distinction between defense and resist, but I was kinda wondering if there's like some weird vagueness. Also, I never looked at Muramasa's MP before. Okay, that's cool. These guys have no empathy. So I get John Moses Browning. turn.
やります。負けないぞ。ここでまっすぐで。せーの。
妖精がなんだ。調子は悪くねえな。
ああ、とても楽しかったとも。私の方
篠田姫、先行く。
どんな嵐であろうとも、どんな未来が待とうとも、これを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさ。ボンビアージュ、また会おう諸君。
神髄解明、完成理念収束、鍛造技法臨界。これが俺のつぶかり村正だ。こんなところか。ま、神様がいなけりゃいねえで別になんともな。
Seventh Fairy. Hey ho! I don't know what I would have done if you guys hadn't come along. That's the last time I go shopping in Gloucester. I should have known that bargain sale was too good to be true. You mean he actually was in trouble? I guess so. Now I feel bad for not giving those fairies a fair shake, no matter how suspect they seemed at first. No one say it. Are you alright? There aren't any other fairies who were taken away, are there? Also, yeah, I noticed the names earlier, NFF. I'm like, oh my goodness. Nope, just the 7 of us. No 8th fairy around here. I gotta say though, you guys sure are strong. And by you guys, I mean the redhead. You, on the other hand, were crazy out there, in a whole different sense of the word, lady. You were throwing out so many explosions, I thought you were gonna blow me up along with our escort. Next time you ought to take a page from the young Mrs. Playbook. She threw a bunch of stuff at the cargo too, but she never hit me once. Throwing walls all well and good, but you've got to be aware of your surroundings too, especially when there's a hostage involved. Anyone else would be sticking a lawyer on you right now by now, you know? I know, you're right. Oh my god, man. Saratoria never gets a break, especially when she brings it down to herself. I'm doing my job to overcome my clumsiness, so I hope you can be patient while I work to improve. You bet, I'm rooting for you, lady. At least you got guts. That counts for a lot. But how does she have guts? She only has anti-enforcement defense. Think of an alternative for suspicious. Dubious. So if you're feeling alright now, would you mind if we got going? Oh no, it's okay. No, Anita, thanks us. It seems like it'd be way more trouble than it's worth. Sure, now that I made you help us out, I thought I'd take it easy by staying with you guys the rest of the way. But alright, besides, we gotta head home and report to the boss that we're done taking out the trash. And here I thought we could rely on those escorts we bought. Thank goodness you guys came along to help us out. Thanks, gullible looking lady. You were taking out the trash? You mean to Camelot's pit. I thought soldiers were supposed to be escorts for that, since Moors tend to show up near the pit. So I can't tell us the 7 dwarves? Aww. I actually didn't pick up on that. We would have gone with soldiers, but they say they don't have time for escort missions these days. That's why we got escorts from a beautiful lady in Gloucester instead. She said we could have them cheap since she couldn't get the fine tuning right. Goyenskaya. So she sold them junk she knew was worthless, huh? That foxwoman sure is a piece of work. Luckily, no more showed up near the pit. Guess they're all gathered around Norwich now. Man, someone's really worried about what's gonna happen to Fairy Britain. Between Gawain, the Fane clan's biggest troublemaker, and Tristan, the Queen's pet psycho. The only decent Tomlin of the bunch is Lady Lancelot. Maybe I should make a break for the north. Ah, what am I saying? I could never do that. We're the 7 merry brothers, Lady Aurora's faithful servants. Oh, hey ho, it's back to work we go. Thanks again for everything, you guys. You watch out for the Morse too, you hear? Ah. Record scratch. I see. Who dis? Hey, you get a feeling that someone's watching us? Nah, what do you mean? For the record, it's not my fault we didn't get there today. I'm not Artoria for dragging us into yet another rescue. Guess Aurora's considered Snow White. You do all understand that, right? Also, do you naturally attract trouble, Kirby? Are we just unlucky like that? Nah, I wouldn't say that. This did help me get my bearings in terms of using my blade and all. Fairy Britain isn't like the other Lostbelt I've seen so far. Finally figured out how tough my blade needs to be. Your mage craft ain't half bad either, Artoria. I got no idea why fairies here say your skills ain't worth much, but I do know they're a great fit for me. My scabbard's feeling smoother than ever with you around. Glad you're on my side. Oh, thank you. Same here. I see, unlike fairy soldiers, Muramasa doesn't just use his own magical energy to fight. He also uses external enchantments as naturally as though they were part of his own body. True, Muramasa's fighting skills are definitely cut above the rest. You said he's an alter ego, right? Does that mean he's not a pure servant? Well, is it okay if we tell the story of Muramasa? Sure, go ahead. Now's as good a time as any, Kirby. Besides, I don't need anyone coming to me later complaining about how I was secretly a bad guy all along, or how I could betray the trust, yada yada yada. Okay, so it's a long story, but here goes. Gives the recap like Miles Morales style. So, he's a servant mixture this foreign god made? And he's actually been fighting against Kirby and Calde up until now. Basically, especially in Olympus when he pulled off something really crazy right at the end. In fact, Muramasa, that reminds me, you were strong enough to cut Alice's spirit origin in half. Yet you failed to assassinate Queen Morgan, and some other fairy handed your ass to... I just love the blunt wording sometimes, dude. And some other fairy handed your ass to you. Can you explain to me how that works? Because I don't get it. Nothing special to it. I'm just an alter ego who's optimized for killing gods. And that's only because the foreign god imbued me with divine spirits who are good at that sort of thing. Apparently one of them's a blind god of war who was responsible for Ragnarok. A blind god of war. The twilight of the gods. The other's, well, kind of a wish fulfillment of mine, don't ask. The point is, I'm not exceptionally strong at, or anything. I just don't have to use magical energy to kill gods. So Olympus was perfect for me. And Scandinavia, well, Scandinavia would have been rough. You can figure out why. Skahak Skadi, I think she was called. If this alter ego version of me had met her, I might have flown into a genuine rage. Huh? Oh, wait. I know the blind god of war would have had words to say about her of all gods being full. Anyway, there you have it. I'm pretty useful when I'm up against divine spirits, or in worlds where divine spirits are calling the shots. So if you're strong against gods, that must also mean... Now I see, I had a feeling this was the case, but you just helped me clarify, Muramasa. The land of the Fae has no concept of religion, which means... Yep, there are no gods in Britain. I have no idea how this world ended up like that. It's damn peculiar. The whole world is ruled by fairies, but there ain't a trace of gods, the greatest mystics ever anywhere. Well, that only makes sense, don't you think? I mean, it's only humans who desire gods. Fairies can do anything they want on their own, so they don't have to rely on higher power for help. They are the higher power. So of course their society isn't going to think up of gods. You know, that is a good point. I'll have to write all this down later in my next message to Chaldea. I wonder what Holmes is gonna have to say about it. I don't know much about these god things either, so I can't speak to that. But you are still Kirby's enemy, right? I'm glad you're helping us out now, but, are you really comfortable working alongside your enemy? You don't have to worry about that, Artoria. It's like I told you back in Gloucester. Now that you saved me, I'm gonna stick with you, Child of Prophecy. It's easy for me that way. I ain't usually one to find fault with my own work, but at least this one's a job I can finally get behind. So you're not fully on board with the foreign god's job then? Are you freaking kidding me? Hell no! Damn thing's a pain in the ass. Even now I still have no idea what the hell the foreign god even is. You just summon me without asking, mix some divine spirit into me without asking, and force a bunch of work I never asked to be part of, or I never asked to be part of on me. I've always been a maker of weapons, so I know my hands weren't the cleanest to begin with. But at least when I was alive, I could swear to the Buddha that I never went down the wrong path. Of course, now that I've gotten some other things mixed in with me, I don't have a right or a wrong path anymore. Though if nothing else, I'm gonna make sure I do good work on any job I take on. At least I can, or it's the least I can do as Muramasa. Does that mean you've taken on the job of helping Artoria now? Isn't that what I just said? What are you grinning about? You're more mean-spirited than I would have guessed. I see, in that case, we'll be happy to work with you. We can use all the help we can get now, especially from a heroic spirit we're already acquainted with. Once again, even if it's only this Lostbelt, I'm glad we're on the same side, Senju Muramasa. Excuse me. Thanks. Since I'm setting the price for this job myself, I'll be helping out in any way I can. Anyway, on a different note. I don't really want to ask this, but as much as I dislike the guy, he was still a colleague, so... How did Limbos find a moments ago? He kicked and screamed to the end. I see. Alright, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that and just go to bed. Does he actually have like a different response with like which one of the three you go for that? That'd be funny. Is anyone awake? They're not, are they? No, they're all sleeping soundly. I'll take that as a good sign. I'm pretty sleepy too, but I'd stand guard. No shady looking things nearby, check. No mores nearby, check. Don't you worry, everyone. I'll make sure... Someone who wants to protect Artoria from afar? Who's just been watching us? Oh, what's with the dark particles floating around? Oh, and there's like light ones mixed in. We're here! Welcome to my domain, the Autumn Woods of Wales. I can see where it gets its name. Warm colored leaves everywhere. Welsh fairy. It's Lord Oberon! Everyone, come quick! Lord Oberon has returned. Please, Lord Oberon, please tell us all about what you saw outside. Thank you for the warm welcome, everyone. As you can see, I brought guests with me today. This is Kirby. She watches over things just like I do. This is Da Vinci, the cutest genius you'll ever meet. This is Muramasa, who will probably be kind enough to make us all sorts of useful things. And this is Artoria, the Child of Prophecy. See? I told you the Child of Prophecy would be willing to come all the way to this isolated neck of the woods. Now, do you believe I was telling the truth? But what do I do, Oberon? You don't have to do anything. They're just glad you're here. Oh, but don't try to hug them, no matter how cute they are. They're not used to being touched, especially by outside fairies. These fairies are straight out of a picture book. Now, this is what I imagine a line of fairies would be like. Come on, fairies are fairies, right? I don't see anything special about. Please make me a helmet, or please make me a helmet. I want to be a soldier, Well, I guess they're a little different. I can't tell what they're saying, but... What is it, little guy? You want a helmet that fits you? Yeah, alright. Anything made for humans obviously won't fit you at all. Hey, Oberon, mind if I set up a workbench somewhere? Be my guest. Oh, but just stick to leaves and twigs for your materials if you don't mind. They don't actually want to be soldiers, they just want to play pretend. I got it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make anything real. Aww, that's kinda cute in a way. What about you? Who are you? Are you Oberon's friend? A real friend? That makes you our friend too. Please help him. Please help Avalon. Whee! I can tell they're friendly, but that's all I can tell. Yeah, these fairies are a lot more fun. They're welcoming all of you here. None of the fairies who end up in these woods understand suspicion. There are no imitations of human society here, but we can at least put you up in tents. Why don't you all kick back and relax while I go see what's happening outside? I'm counting on all of you to take care of our guests, okay? Don't worry, these people are all nice. None of them are going to hurt you. Okay everyone, ta-ta for now. I'll be back tonight, so make sure to save some dinner for me. Hang on, Ron, at least tell us how we can understand what they're saying. And he's gone. And he's gone. I mean, at least we can tell these fairies are being welcoming to us, but... Indeed, I have no idea what these Welsh fairies are saying either. I also noticed Lord Oberon didn't bother to introduce me. That hurts, honestly. I wonder why. Is he just absent-minded? Ah, crap, I kind of forgot he was here too. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? If you're like a Lord Oberon, you must get hungry too, right? We'll feed you, we'll feed you. Welsh chestnuts are yummy yummy. They say they're going to feed us, and with chestnuts no less. That's amazing, talk about a forbidden treat. You can almost never find sweets in the south thanks to the restrictions, but here we have a loophole. Forbidden? Oh yeah, Mike said that only upper class fairies have access to confectionaries. Apparently the queen forbade processing fruits and such, so sugar's hard to come by here. Lady Aurora once gave me a bite of some kind of dark-colored bar. But honestly, I prefer carrots. They have much more natural sweetness. This way, this way. Tell us about Oberon. Tell us about Oberon. Looks like the dining table's over that way. Still, I can't tell what they're saying, but if they're going to treat us, who are we to say no? Sounds good to me. I haven't had a treat in a long time. So, why are we going to be fighting assassins? That meal was delicious. What she said. It sure was. Those are the most gorgeous grapes I've ever seen by far. Gordolph eats everything. And not only that, these fruits even have mystics in them. That was a great way for servants to recover magical energy. Maybe I should take a few with us for the road, or maybe send some to Holmes as a souvenir. Chomp chomp, eating pears in a single... Holy shit, one biting pears? The last sweets I ate was that cake. Man, it kind of makes me wonder if Gordolph took the, for whatever reason, took the field here. I wonder how he'd be reacting to everything. I always kind of wonder about the what ifs if like someone else was also taking the field too. There's still an extra. He would lose his mind. Oh yeah, no doubt. There's still an extra plate left out. Is that for Oberon? Should we leave it for him? They're here! The black dogs are here! Run, hide, you snoozy lose! Whee! Oh, that's weird. Why they all run up the trees and hide in the halls all of a sudden? Trump, I see the black dogs over there. So they're probably trying to hide. Oh my gosh, come on, we have to get rid of them. It's the least we can do to pay them back for this feast. I was just thinking the same thing. The black dogs are terrifying, but these fairies have no way of fighting back. Well, we're not going to let anything happen to them now that we're here. So come on everyone, let's show these dogs are no match for a hare. Is this one of those human history convergence things? This would be too much for him. Yeah, that's true. I'd still love to see his reaction regardless.
大丈夫。落ち着いて、普段通りに。白兵戦、行きます。今のうちに10回ですか。やだな、やだな。それが良いかと。カオルコは主に詳しくはありませぬ。けれども心ならば源氏物語青い物分け。
Wait, I'm a few off. No. What do I do? No, I thought. Oh right. Normally I'd have an NP gain CE. Right. Oops. Okay, let's just go see what the final one is.
土地がもりもり湧いてきた。カオルコは主に詳しくはありません。
This is why I need NP2 Murasaki.
源氏物語青い物分け。
Man! Stagnant? Huh. Wait, hey, guts! 2? You know what, fuck it, I'll just do it once, like it's not gonna be spending it anywhere else tonight, right? There's no way I need to spend it again. There's no way there'd be a situation where I need to use a revive command spell tonight, right? Before the end of Act 1? Assuming I even get there? Half HP? Got the stones to use? Oh yeah!
望まれることをもちろん望まれたようにやります。もちろん。それはいつか来る兆しの
God, NP5 Castratoria. Holy shit.
あなたは星をかさすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。
Part of me wants to do another greed tenfold for Morgan. Holy shit! It's all curses. Well, it's a good thing we got double Castratoria to dispel the freaking curses. Save the stones. Yeah, knowing how this is gonna go, we're gonna see some real bullshit. Sometime soon. God fucking damn, dude. Use one on an upcoming fight that annoyed you a little too much? Aw. He's one hit! This chap is so cursed, Van Gogh has a field day with it. Okay, no, I'm not gonna bother going on Mega Buff here. 6,000 dot damage. Holy shit. What was that incredibly powerful enemy doing mixed in with the black dogs? Probably just some fairy, they bit who went mad from the excruciating pain. What were those black dogs anyway? They're evil fairies that eat other fairies. Nobody's quite sure when they first showed up. The black dogs are the only kind of fairy that eats other fairies, well, with one exception anyway. A long time ago, the fairy eaters were one of the greatest calamities that used to plague this land. It's said the head of the Fang clan sealed them away. But some also say that they did so at the cost of a curse that befell their entire clan. They did it! They won! But Vortigern? Huh. Alvar's gonna be so sad. Alvar's gonna be so happy. He has good friends now. Sad? Well, the fairies are happy. We must have done a good thing driving those creatures away. Alright, since it looks like we're going to be staying here for at least a few days, why don't we set up camp? Especially since there's no point in worrying about what's going on outside now that we're here. So let's just relax and recuperate while we wait for Avalon to get back. We're all having fun here. After dinner? You know, there's something I've been wondering about for a while now. How do fairy families work? I saw plenty of siblings in Salisbury, but I didn't even see anyone who looked like a parent and child. Well, of course you did. Fairies come into existence independently of anyone else. The only siblings we have are when multiple fairies with similar attributes decide to call each other that. Or when they've all decided to stick together from the time they manifest, like the 7 fairies you saw from yesterday. That's just how fairies live their lives. Okay, then what about children? They say Talon Tristan is supposed to be Morgan's daughter, right? So how does that work? Ha! Tristan Morgan's daughter, good one! No, that just means she's she's the queen's successor. I guess in human terms we say that Queen Morgan adopted Tristan. The only children in the fairy world are the next versions of you born after you die. Let's see, okay, for example, let's say we have Spinner Fairy A here. Spinner Fairy A lives for 100 years, then goes to sleep after having fulfilled their purpose. But that doesn't mean the spinner that doesn't mean the spinner profession or that fairy's way of life disappear from Britain. So right after Spinner Fairy A dies, Spinner Fairy B is born. The fairies refer to this relationship as predecessor and current generation. I see, so then does the current generation inherit anything from their predecessor? Things like genes, lineage, records, names, or some other kind of property human would pass on to the kids. Not really, like I said, fairies are born on their own. They don't have anything or any connections like that. That goes for predecessors and current generation fairies too. Powerful fairies can hold on to the records. Memories may be better here, but in general, hold on to the records. Memories may be better here, but in general, the next generation is completely a blank slate. However, since the current generation has the same role, their abilities and appearances do resemble their predecessors to some extent. That's how the Spinner Fairies know they're a Spinner Fairy no matter where or when they're born. There are also times when a fairy who resembles the current generation is born with the current generation. When a fairy who resembles the current generation is born while the current generation is still alive. It's rare, but when it does happen, the new fairies are treated as the current generation's son or daughter. This is also why fairies who use magecraft are sometimes referred to as Morgan's daughters. Here in Britain, Queen Morgan used to be the only one who used magecraft. But now we have Tristan, who was given magecraft and named their successor. And Artoria, who was born using it. From the fairy's perspective, both are of the same type as the queen, hence Morgan's daughters. I see, so that's why that Tomlin hates the Child of Prophecy so much. Because the rumors that she's, I'm Queen Morgan's daughter? Not exactly, Artoria. It's not using magecraft that makes you Morgan's daughter. It's the fairies that who use magecraft that can become Fairy Britain's king. At least I think so. That's the whole reason Morgan gave Tristan magecraft. It's her way of saying you'll be the next king, rule over Britain as you see fit. I expect that was her way of trying to derail the prophecy to make sure the Child of Prophecy wouldn't take her throne. But then you and your natural magecraft show up, and now Morgan, or rather Tristan is all, what's the real one doing here? That's probably why she went to pieces at the auction house. She couldn't handle the terror. You think so? I didn't think I was scaring her that much. Yes, I do, yes. Anyway, a confrontation with Tristan is pretty much inevitable. But don't worry. Just relax and take it one step at a time. The fact that you use magecraft proves you're the Child of Prophecy, and that you're destined to defeat the Queen. No matter how powerful Morgan may be, or how formidable the Tomlin are. As long as you're the Child of Prophecy, you'll be Britain's savior. Just do what needs to be done, and the prophecy will be fulfilled. We're just here to help you. As long as you're around, Britain can and will, and more importantly, will be saved. Even if some of us end up dropping out along the way. Huh? Huh? You can't just drop it like that! It's no use. I can't sleep. Too much in your mind to sleep? Dropping out. When the pretender is dubious. Well, there's no need to stand. Here, have a seat. I saw you when I was heading out to gather intel. Mind if I sit next to you? Great, don't mind if I do then. Say, here's an idea. Maybe you'd feel better if you told me your story so far. I'm sure you have a lot to say about everything you've done and seen before you came here. I see, so that's the journey you, Chaldea, has been on. Earth's future, humanity's existence, your survivor's guilt over the Lostbelts you've been to. No wonder you can't sleep, especially given what you told me earlier. You're feeling guilty about the Child of Prophecy. Or maybe it's not guilt so much as alienation. Artoria is about to spill a lot of blood, but that has nothing to do with you. That's been your role up until now, and you've kept fighting even when it was hard. But you never had a choice, did you? Responsibility for it rested entirely on your shoulders. Not here, though. Here you have to put it all on Artoria's shoulders. And now you don't know what to do with these feelings. You might even be feeling like a coward here. And since you can't forget that you have no intention of saving Fairy Britain... Oh wait, yeah. You may be right. You're more concerned about finding your lost companion. If anything happened to Mash, you can never forgive yourself, right? Surprised I can tell all that. You're not trying to let it show, of course, but I can still see. But look at it this way. Let's say hypothetically Mash were to go on to town alone and die in an accident. Would that be your fault? Is keeping her safe from all harm all the time your responsibility 24/7? No, of course not. That's not a concern for a friend. That's more of a savior complex. Mash is their own person, and people are responsible for their own lives and choices. If you really respect her as an equal, then you should be trusting her, not worrying about her. Piling more responsibility on your shoulders isn't going to help anyone, especially if you're so weighed down you can't act quickly when you really need to. Still, based on what you told me of your journey so far, it sounds like your heart doesn't have anywhere else left to go. I'm pretty sure you used to be a lot lighter on your feet. The kind of person who lived her life how she wanted. Am I wrong? What do you mean? Well, I can tell you what I don't mean. I don't mean just doing whatever is easiest. I can say living life how you mean or how you like means finding what suits you, finding what it is you want more than anything, and fighting for it as hard as you can, come what may. That's how you were during the incineration of humanity. Not that I was there to witness it, obviously. My point is, you and I are a lot alike. I'm guessing we both have the same role to play here in Britain. We're bystanders. As much as we hate it, you're no more the protagonist of this story than I am. Just like Avalon the Fairy King wasn't the protagonist of A Midsummer's Night Dream. All we can do here is watch and see how things play out. Even in battle, we can't do anything more than offer support from the rear. But that doesn't mean you need to beat yourself up. At some point before all this ends, there will come a moment when you have a crucial role to play. A time when no one else is around, and you'll have to have a chance to change how everything unfolds. Sounds great, doesn't it? So for now, I suggest you swallow that worry, get some rest, and look forward to what's yet to come. So what if you're just a bystander? Even spectators have their pride after all. So bide your time, wait for your moment, and do something spectacular at the very end that not even the gods could have seen coming. Just imagine how good it's gonna feel when you finally wipe the smirk off the smug face of fate itself. I don't know what that even means, but it's very you, Oberon. Thanks for cheering me up. What's so strange about it? That's how I've lived my whole life. Kirby. There aren't many people out there who can explain everything about themselves. It's not like we're predictable tools that come with instruction manuals. We're living analog creatures, fuzzy around the edges. That said, everyone has at least one thing they like about themselves, right? It's kind of embarrassing to say this out loud, but at least in this example, I don't think I'm a coward. And of course, you aren't either. Oh, sorry about that, Blanca. I didn't realize I've been talking so long. Let's go look for intel in Manchester tonight. It's about time we started investigating up north. Alright, I better get going then. I'll see you tomorrow night. I don't want to be the only one left out of the dinner fun after all. Wait. Huh? What is it you want, Oberon? To defeat Morgan, of course. I might not be a fighter myself, but that is why I was summoned here. Huh, you're not talking about for humanity's sake or anything like that. Oh, now I see. Well, damn, this is kind of embarrassing, but I guess I can't dodge a question after the big speech I just gave. I'm looking forward to Titania. Ah. Remember? Oberon's queen from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Titania, the fairy queen. The only one that ever loved obstinate Oberon. I'm hoping to see her if I can. Though, of course, I know that's impossible. Titania is a fictional character. She doesn't exist in proper human history. You can only ever exit. She can only ever exist within the confines of a story. Woo, spelling errors. Although again, given the sheer volume of what the translation team had to go through, I don't blame them. Rip your tempo, Bryce. We got Alter Ego and Rider. Well, shit. Well, when in doubt, Berserker. Also, wait, actually no, I need to go to my, the other team instead. Alright, this is just gonna be a quick, simple fight against an alter ego and some riders, right? Oh.
キラキラしてる。
妖精が何だってんだ。人馬一体。
Ah. So we're just like training because we don't have anything else to do in the meantime. Alright. I was like, wait, what brought this up? Just panning out the runtime? Yeah.
豪快にひらめいた。ミカやりましたわ。冷やし剣を始めました。ヒューイエーイ。これぞ水かかりの陣。イサナ水天ショー。痛い。
聞かぬ。
豊足からにブレイナックスムジ螺旋語。
若造。若造。やることは変わらねえよ。
兵法無尽クーハ今回はうまくいきました。
Ow, 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 ow. This is supposed to be a light practice bout, Muramasa. Why are you taking it so seriously? Are you a child or something? No, I'm an old man. It's my job to make sure youngsters like you get a proper education at school or at the School of Hard Knocks. That doesn't go for Kirby though. Seems like she's had more than her share of hardship. I gotta admit, Kirby, those quick combat summons of yours are really something. Makes me think I'd be better off keeping you safe instead of mixing it up myself. If you play your cards right, you might even be able to beat the Tom Lin. You really think so? You bet. If you throw all the servants and magic energy you've got out of them, you can definitely take them. You said one of them trounced you before, then the next time it'll be your turn. Just make sure you got a good victory line locked and loaded, something like, I ain't afraid of no Tom Lin. Oh my god. Huh. Your weapons are made of iron, right, Muramasa? Can you let me have some of the material? Sorry, but I'm the only one who can work that. It's basically an advance I'm paying for with magical energy. If you want to use them for yourself, I'd have to make something for you from scratch. And that means we'd have to get some iron from a mine. I think it was Norwich that controls the iron supply around here, right? I see. Then I guess I'll just have to go track some down elsewhere, or somewhere. And after I came up with a plan to defeat Gawain too. Oh, must see the mean streak in those eyes, girlie. If you got something decent in mind, I'm game to help. No, thank you. Just keep laughing it up with Kirby and leave me alone, old timer. Oh. Looks like someone's going through her rebellious phase. Or maybe she's just like that. I'm guessing she's just jealous of our resident grandpa paying attention to me. No, I'm not. I'm just being the child of prophecy. If there's no getting around that, then I might as well start taking it seriously. Start taking it seriously? Oh. Come on, you've always taken it seriously. No one here's ever thought otherwise. Oh, I see. You're worried about what Avalon said about you having to confront having to confront that Tom Lin eventually. I mean, that's definitely part of it, but I just figured I can't just sit on the fence forever. The whole idea of making a pilgrimage around Britain and ringing the bells still doesn't quite feel real to me. But the fairies we met so far, including the ones in Gloucester, had such high hopes for me. And of course my whole village of Tenthico believed in me to raise me and send me out on this pilgrimage in the first place. I'm still worried I might not be able to live up to everyone's expectations. But I thought for the time being I could at least try being proud of the child of being the child of prophecy. Like they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? I mean, I still don't have any specific vengeance in mind, but you know, girlie, for the life of me, I can't tell if you're full of spirit or shrinking violet. I can't keep wavering forever either. The Kirby? I've made up my mind, Artoria. I'm going to help you no matter what Chaldea has to say. But what about Mash? I thought we were only traveling together until we found Mash. Of course we're still going to look for Mash. I'm not stopping until I find her. I just want to help the child of prophecy on top of that. Good point, Kirby. We haven't made our position very clear, have we? Finding Mash is definitely a top priority, but that doesn't mean we can just leave Britain to fend for itself. So we want to keep traveling with you, not just so we can find Mash, but so that we can help Britain too. Now that we've made friends here, we want to do everything we can to help them so we can go back to our own home with no regrets. Does that about sum it up, Kirby? Sure does. I just hope Director Gordolph's okay with it. Sounds good to me, and I'm sure Gordy would give in eventually if he was here too. So it's not just Muramasa anymore? You're saying you and Da Vinci are going to join me on my pilgrimage too, Kirby? Yep, and I'm sure Alvar would say the same thing. Don't worry, we expect to be generously compensated once we've all saved the day. So, how's that sound, Future King? Of course, if you'd rather not have us hanging around, we can always go our separate ways. No, not at all. This is great. I never would have dreamed that I would ever have this kind of help. I guess this is the Child of Prophecy's first proper alliance. Now it's time to feel kind of like a king. Yay! I'm glad she's so happy about this. Of course, none of this changes the fact that we still don't have any kind of plan. It's great you're feeling more motivated about being the Child of Prophecy and all now, but what do we actually do about it? Way to bring me crashing back down to reality. Couldn't you let me be happy just for a little while, Muramasa? That's your entire problem right there. Well, as the resident old man here, I kinda have to be a party pooper, right? Bruh. I heard the whole thing and I think I have an idea. It's Oberon! It's a little earlier than I planned, but the time is clearly right. I'll tell you where the Child of Prophecy, wait. And you, her companions, need to go next. The crossroads of destiny where the Child of Prophecy's rumors shall become reality. Oberon question mark, huh? That's right, it's time for us to go save Norwich. I can hear him, but I can't see him. Is that really you, Oberon? Huh, what do you mean you can't see me? Oh, right, of course. Down here, everyone! Huh! Whew, flying long distance sure takes a lot out of you. But there's no substitute for seeing things for yourself. What? Why is he like small and chibi now? Alright, you guys haven't seen me like this before, have you? I'm the stylish little speedster who races around Britain on a Sphinx Moth at Mach speed. That's right, I'm Ryder Oberon, sometimes known as Robin Goodfellow, the pint-sized fairy king. Huh? How'd you get to be so small? What the fuck is going on? Oh, I'm going back to Sheffield. Heavy footsteps echo across the northern plains. The Queen's army is on the move. A military flag depicting black flames and a mighty fortress flaps at the forefront of the army marching on Sheffield. Tamlin Gawain leads the army. Her objective is not to snuff out the sparks of rebellion, nor to negotiate with Bogar. Barrow Gut, who was named the Queen's proxy only yesterday, flashes a wicked grin. This all occurred one day before Sheffield was wiped off the map. Aren't you going to rest, Lord Bogard? If there's something on your mind, I'd be happy to listen. Huh, you can't even pour me a glass of wine. You really are a poor excuse for a wife, aren't you? Well, that's alright. I can't appreciate alcohol anyway. In fact, I don't understand why humans cook their food at all. Cutting, slicing, roasting, frying, seasoning, it all seems like a waste of time and good meat to me. FaneClan doesn't need to act more human, and it certainly doesn't need restaurants. Did you know that Oxford is practically full to bursting with restaurants these days? Everywhere you go, there's wood roses on every corner. It's a sick joke is what it is. Can you even imagine if all the shops on Sheffield's main street were nothing but restaurants? It would be so absurd, no one would even know how to react. Yes, that's true, it would be a funny sight. Mash! Yes, if nothing else, those restaurants are good for a laugh. It'd be fun to show you one. Never mind, I don't know why I said that. So, Child of Prophecy, wait. It would be fun to show you one. Ah. So, Child of Prophecy, I'm told you've been defeating Moors on behalf of the townspeople. I also know you've been seen fighting while wearing that armor of yours, even though I told you not to draw attention. Yes, I have. I'm sorry, Lord Bogar. I guess I'm not just fit to be your wife. Of course you aren't, you fool. You never were. And yet, even though you're capable of battling Moors, you're afraid to wield a weapon. You never came back for that iron cylinder. Those merchants told me they found you and the cylinder together, and yet you've never even mentioned it. Wait. They sell human meat? Oh. It's almost as though you would prefer to forget about it entirely. That cylinder rivals Morgan's sacred lance. Why would you run from such incredible firepower? I don't know. It's just something about that thing feels like it could hurt everyone. Like it could even hurt all of Britain. It scares me. No, you're not afraid of the cylinder. You're afraid of fighting itself. Never mind. Even if I did know your true feelings, I doubt I would understand them. All that matters are your records and accomplishments. Have you still never gained your memories? I don't know if it's your calling, but I've no doubt that you're a knight, one who has been fighting for a long time. And yet I've never seen you in the Queen's army before, nor have I heard of a new Tamlin being appointed. In fact, I've never even seen a fairy that looks like you anywhere. Where did you come from? Are you actually the child of prophecy who will save all of Britain? If you are, then you'll be forced to fight wherever you go, for the child of prophecy's pilgrimage leads down a road of blood and war. Do you truly have what it takes? Can you not only defeat the Queen, but also unify the 6 clans and maintain your rule over them? I don't... Huh, of course you can. You simply aren't made for that, even if you were to regain your memories. Fairies are meant to live their lives how they like, in accordance with their purpose. Why would you force yourself to go through something you don't desire? It's not like No, it's like I thought. No, or not thought, knew. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. You aren't the child of prophecy. You're no more than an imitation, a lost little lamb. I've been fighting for a long time. I've been fighting the Moors since I was born. Fighting the Moors has always fallen to the Fang clan, and it only made sense. We're the strongest clan in Britain. And Woodrose and I were the strongest of all the Fang clan. The two of us alone could have saved Britain from the Moors countless times. It was those accomplishments that led to Woodrose being named Lord of Oxford and I Norwich. Yes, I remember. You told me before that you were once the Lord of Norwich. But you never told me how you ended up in Sheffield. A man named Capless put one over on me. He's taken over the Spriggan name now. But never mind that, scumbag. There's nothing you need to hear about. You know about the Caterpillar War, the Caterpillar War 200 years ago? Or of 200 years ago, yes? It was the only war that made the Queen scream like a flesh and blood woman. Huh, I never would have guessed that a Kirsten Morgan would be so afraid of insects. At any rate, during that war, Morgan gave the name Gawain and made her a knight. No one can perceive name anymore. The Queen changed it so that Gawain became her true name. Now no one can call her by her original fairy name until she's defeated. Who was hated and claimed she was the daughter of the detestable Black Dogs, but I always admired her sheer strength. In fact, I'm part of the reason she became a Tamlin. One day I told her, if you don't want to be called a dog, you need only stop fighting with tooth and claw. Precious blood. From here on, you will fight with the greatest of swords, your horn. Ever since, she began carrying a sword with her wherever she went, until one day her prowess as a knight caught the Queen's eye. She then became a Tamlin, and began shielding fairies from the moors of her own volition. I suspect that was because she had long been ostracized as the daughter of the Black Dogs. That allowed her to understand how the weak feel, and made her demand responsibility from the strong. I believe the Queen calls that, noblesse, oblige? Huh. It seems there's no limit to the reach of human civilization's influence. You know, you remind me of back when she had just been born. Back then, she agonized over having been born strong. More French? Yeah, I'm just like... I was like, yeah, this is probably pronounced differently. Oh man, my lack of... like... my lack of knowledge in other languages biting me in the ass. Where the hell did they get French? I don't know, man. It probably a French to English textbook drifted in from the outside world, and the fairies caught wind of it and started reading it. There's something about you that reminds me of her disgraceful crime. I see. So you still care deeply for this Gawain person? Hardly. I stopped thinking about it 200 years ago when she became a Tamlin. What am I saying? Why am I sitting here telling you about my youth instead of my daring exploits? This is a waste of time. Forget tonight ever happened. Erase it from your memory. I'm going back to the tribunal. Okay, take care, Lord Bogar. And please try not to stay up too late. That reminds me. Why aren't you afraid of me? I think it's because Sheffield is such a beautiful city. And I told you were the one who restored it from almost nothing. Even though it's a fortress city, it puts the livelihood of the fairies who live in it first, making it a bright and comfortable place to live. I don't think I could ever be afraid of anyone who set out to build a city like that. Well, of course. Sheffield is much more beautiful than Norwich ever was. Well, that ends today. We close our gates as of tomorrow. Once the fight of Morgan's army begins, no one will call the city beautiful any longer. What was that, Lord Bogart? It's the alarm bell from the sentry tower. But why now? They can't possibly be here already. What's going on? What's the situation? Don't tell me the Queen's army crossed the eastern mountains on top of, Anvena in only 2 days. They have, sir. The Queen's army is drawing steadily closer to the main gate. We also received a message from them not too long ago. Would you like to read it? No, you read it. Just summarize it for me. What did Morgan say? Well, that is, well, what are you waiting for? Tell me. Yes, sir. It says, hand over the child of prophecy, and I'll grant Sheffield its freedom. Child of prophecy? Does she mean Lady Mash? But why? What about Norwich? Does it say anything about giving it Norwich back to us? No way, what does she mean, grant us our freedom? Does that mean she doesn't care if Lord Bogart continues to grow his army? Ah. Is that what you think, Morgan? You think our rebellion poses no threat to you? How much must you humiliate the Fang clan before you'll be satisfied? Excuse me, sir, I have an urgent message. The sentry just confirmed that Gawain's flag is at the head of the Queen's army. Tomlin Gawain is leading the advance. Oh, is she now? Very tricky Queen. She talks big, but shows us she sees us as a threat just by sending who she did. The very fact she would send her right-hand woman to deal with us is proof that she fears our army. She knows she can't possibly take down Sheffield while Naknari is sending out troops up north. So she chose to negotiate rather than try to put us down, which means the army out there is only for show. No wonder they got here so quick. They can't possibly be armed for battle. So which will it be? Will she give Norwich back to us, or send enough troops to dispel the calamity pool? I look forward to hearing which answer you chose, oh Queen of Britain. Lord Bogart, isn't just Gawain's flag. Tristan and Lancelot's flags have been spotted as well. Well... Yep. All three of the Tomlin are headed this way. The most powerful forces in Fairy Britain are all bearing down on us as we speak. What? All three of them? Dun dun dun. Well, okay, that's how it kind of got raised to the ground, huh? Clay wants to crush dissidents with full power. Yep. Leave no one behind. Send a clear message for any and everyone to bear witness to. Crush any and all hope of rebellion. Quickly, decisively, and forever. All troops are in position, Lady Gawain. What would you have us do? Remain on standby until the messenger we sent to Bogart returns. Tell Tristan's forces to do the same. What is Lancelot doing? Lady Lancelot standing by in the air. She says she'll drop into the castle once the fighting begins. The Queen's orders were to cleanse Sheffield thoroughly, in addition to Bogart's army. Everyone in the castle, military or otherwise, will be considered targets for Lady Lancelot. Fine. We don't need them lined up anyway. Tell Lancelot to drop on the back gate when the time comes. If they try to let the Child of Prophecy escape, that's what will do it. Bogart, if you open your gates to us now, this can all end without bloodshed. Don't make me use my horn on you. Look at your forces and look at ours. You're a rational fairy. You must see that a resistance will be few. Incoming message, my lady. The message we sent to Sheffield would just return with Bogart's reply. It says there is no Child of Prophecy in my castle. All you'll find here is contempt for the Queen. This castle and I are one. If I should return to the earth, its purpose will also come to an end. That's all he wrote. That fool. Squads 1 and 2, ready your siege gear. Sheffield's ramparts will be difficult to break through. They may even be more formidable than my foul weather. Be prepared for casualties as high as 20%. Yes, my lady, we're prepared to accept any fate in the name of the Queen. Damn you, Bogart. Your reach exceeds your grasp. Did you really think Her Majesty would give Sheffield special treatment simply because it keeps Naknaria in check? You were a fool to underestimate us. We don't need to ambush Naknaria to keep Camelot safe from her. No truly capable leader in your position would have made such a grievous error in judgment. Your time is over, you old fool. All that remains now is for me to put you out of your misery. Assemble the troops. Prepare to hold the castle. Send word to Naria. Tell her we can hold out on our own for 2 days, and to send backup before then. At Bogart's command, Sheffield began its true battle. Many high-ranking fairies said no one told them all three Tomlin would be there, and that they should just give up the Child of Prophecy. Wait. said no one told no. But Bogart quickly put an end to their descent. It wasn't clear whether he did it because he didn't want the Child of Prophecy to protect him, or because he wanted to save her as a last resort. Whatever his reasons were, his decision was correct. If he'd given up the Child of Prophecy, every fairy in Sheffield would have been cruelly slaughtered that much sooner. Report from the sentry tower. The enemy siege weapons are burning the ramparts. They've already burned through one layer of the tree bark. The Earth Clan fairies are using oak trees to reinforce the walls, but at this rate they won't last the night. They need immediate backup. The soldiers stationed up atop the ramparts have their hands full fending off invaders scaling the walls. We outnumber them now, but they're better trained than we are. It's only a matter of time until they outnumber us as well. So far the fighting has yet to reach the town thanks to the soldiers' valiant efforts, but... What was that? Did Gawain just break in on her own? Lancelot is attacking from above! She's destroyed the barracks! It's no use. She's so fast even for the Wind Clan fairies to track. There's no way we can shoot her down. Making one person air raid. Get her down to the ground if you even have to destroy one of the barracks. Lancelot is like a bee, all speed and no power. As long as we can ground her, I can easily. Now what is it? Did they just fire a cannon at us? No sir, it's Gawain. She's using her guillotine on the main gate. She's already burned through the gate's bark down to the 10th layer. We'll never regrow it in time she keeps hammering on it. Damn that girl. What about the castle grounds? Are the soldiers information? No sir, the citizens are so panicked they keep getting in the way. Some of the fairies are even starting to riot, demanding that we let them out from the rear gate. Whatever you do, do not open the rear gate. Even if one fairy makes it out, the whole thing will collapse. Never mind the throne room captain. Get down there and suppress those riots. Yes sir, let's go you lot. Yeah, opening the gates for the enemy to go would be a bad idea even if the citizens really want out. Yeah. There's too much chaos at both the ramparts and the castle. We can't fight everywhere at once. Please Lord Bogart, tell us what we should do. You're the one who said we could fight off the Queen's army here. Or are you going to send out the Child of Prophecy? I know, damn it. We just need to put out one of those fires, yes? Well, we've got a magecraft cannon of our own. Let's see what kind of power the Child of Prophecy truly has. Uh-oh. Enraged, Bogart ran to the iron cylinder mounted on the castle keep as fast as his legs could carry him. He didn't think that that alone would actually change the battle's course. At best, he hoped that it might provide an opportunity to turn the tide. Little did he know that fateful pull of the trigger would be the beginning of Sheffield's end. That attack would transform the battle from a siege into a scene of pure annihilation. Well... What a fucking dumbass. The shaft of light that all but exploded from the castle changed everything. The 600 Royal Army soldiers who'd been laying siege to the gate vanished in an instant. The Sheffield soldiers who'd been fighting valiantly atop the ramparts died on the spot, blood gushing from their bodies. Those fairies merely neared the beam's path breathed their last peacefully, as though they had only fallen asleep. The ramparts, which hadn't so much as budged when struck with Gawain's guillotine, were now completely melted down, barely leaving behind a husk. Man, can you imagine how all the other soldiers are feeling to know that their own leader fired a cannon that killed pretty much everyone on both, or a lot of people on both sides? Yeah, Even the town light who had been standing before the main gate could no longer be seen amidst the haze of white smoke. Lady Gawain! She's... For just a moment, terror gripped the battlefield. Both the Queen's army, who had suddenly lost their will to fight, and the soldiers of Sheffield, who would normally have welcomed the turn of the tide, reeled at the nightmare that sprung up around them. Amidst the white smoke, only a single figure was still standing, though his breathing was shallow and ragged. Lord Bogar. That was phenomenal! Absolutely phenomenal! Behold, my soldiers, if this isn't fortune spying on us, I don't know what is! We can win! We can still win! Not even the top lane can touch me while I have this. With this, I could obliterate anything that stands in my way, not just Morgan. I can be rid of that fool Woodrose, a Nagnaria from the north, and a calamity pool threatening Norwich. This is incredible, just magnificent. Though it was right in front of him to see, Bogar remained blind to the truth. He failed to realize how odd it was that the dead Queen's soldiers had vanished without a trace. He failed to notice his own soldiers' painful deaths on the ramparts. He failed to see the fairies who had collapsed near the castle, and the soldiers right next to him who had fallen like withered trees. The child of prophecy fell to her knees in despair, aghast at the horrors her sins had brought about. It wasn't just that she had inadvertently harmed the townspeople she cared so deeply for. Was it the fact that she had brought that cylinder here? That was part of it. Was it her inability to stop Bogar? Certainly that was a part of it too. More than anything, she felt her greatest sin was her own weakness. Her failure to consider the effect she had on those around her, or the reason she was here in the first place, using the loss of her memory as an excuse. Now who's next? Where's that accursed Lancelot flying about? Here, child of prophecy, come here! You can wield this even more accurately, right? You see that blue bee buzzing around up there? I want you to shoot it down, along with the Queen's army. Bogar turned, oblivious to what was happening around him. There he saw... Why? Why must I harm this beautiful world? Forget about him, Ash. Come on, we need to get out of here. But what about Lord Bogar? We can't leave him here alone. Don't you worry about me. You really are weak and useless, aren't you? I have no need for a queen who weeps over war. Go on, take her wherever you like. There, you see, Bogar made his choice. He'd rather stay here and kill his enemies. What do you want to do? What can you do? I had to help the townspeople escape. Okay, I'd rather just make a break for myself, but if that's what you want, I'm game. Now come on, let's hurry. Thanks, Bryce. See ya, Bogar. Don't worry about my tab. I'll be taking your bread as my payment. Bogar, please be careful. Lady Gawain, you're alright. I can't believe it. Huh, you can't believe what? Oh, you mean that light round? That was just a beam of hot magical energy. The only threat it posed was a bit of iron poison. It was crude and used without heart. It can't even compare to a single strike from High Queen Morgan. Now what are you all doing? And you call yourselves the cream of Camelot's crop? Hurry up and resume your advance. That fool Bogar just destroyed his own town's greatest defense. Now's our chance to seize the castle. Pay no heed to the ones fleeing. All you need to concern yourselves with is Sheffield's castle. Oh my god, what a fucking idiot, Bogar. The Queen's army poured in through the front gates, and as the soldiers of Sheffield tried to fight back. Some of the townspeople hid in their homes, holding up their hands and surrendered when the Queen's soldiers broke in. Others saw that the front gate was lost and scrambled to make their way to the rear one. He really did just shoot down his entire city. Tamlin and Gawain remained steadfast at the front gate, glaring at the castle keep a kilometer away. To Bogart, who had become utterly enthralled by the cylinder's sheer destructive power, she may as well have painted a target on herself. You think you can match this power, girl? You think you can distract me? Curse Knight of Morgan. Let's see how tall you can stand after I fire another shot straight at you. Distracted by his elation, Bogart failed to realize that the weapon's poison was eating away at him. The only things on his mind were his animosity for Gawain, the Tamlin he despised, and admiration for magnificent leadership. Huh, that little girl has become quite the fine knight, he thought, as his lips curled to a smile. At that moment, he recalled the other ghost tears just a brief moment ago. For the first time in all his life, Bogart found himself on a battlefield wondering one simple thing. Why? Why was the girl crying? Why had she been so upset? What reason could she possibly have for such sadness? Try as he might, Bogart could not understand. What am I saying? This is war, and I have a weapon that can defeat my enemy. Weapons exist to be used. What more is there to consider? Sheffield belongs to me. I'll never let you bastards have so much as a single citizen. My dude. You're slaughtering your own people on your own. Even as he grew dimly aware that his true anger lay not with the Tamlin, but with his own cowardice, Bogart placed his increasingly numb finger on the trigger and prepared to fire his last shot. They can't have what he destroyed. So eventually we're gonna need to recover the black barrel or whatever again, right? It looks like the castle is still safe. Can we evacuate the townspeople here? We could, but then there'd be nowhere for them to run. They'd all end up captured or killed. If you really want to save everyone, then we'll need to open the rear gate and secure an escape route for them. Sure, we basically hand Sheffield to the enemy, but that was gonna happen sooner or later anyway. The townspeople may not have a lot of great options available to them, but whether they die to the Queen's army, head north to become Naknari slaves, or get lost in the Nightcall's domain, it should be at least their choice. Now come on, Mash, let's head to the rear gate. Just make sure you run for it to see a Tamlin, okay? They're here for you after all. I will. Let's go have a trot. Is that a barrier? Please open the gate. The Queen's soldiers are right on our heels. If they catch us, they're gonna tax us. Oh no, not the taxes. I mean, we know that the existence tax is a thing, but just like, it's like, please, if you don't let us through, they're gonna tax us. I'm just. They rather run out and die than go than get captured and pay taxes. I don't have that much longer left to live. There's no one still have another taxation. Calm down. We can't open the gate. Besides, it won't change anything. It won't be long now before Lord Bogart sends the Queen's army packing. Return to your homes and await his victory. Those of you without homes, head for the castle. We guards can't stay any longer either. We need to hurry to the front gate. We don't have time for this. We can't go back to our homes. All the fire raining down from above would burn us alive. Only two things are certain: death and taxes. And the Queen's soldiers are already occupying the castle. Our only choice is to run for it. And Nagnari's army is practically next door, right? I'm sure they'll help us. Copium. After all, they're the King clan. Now get out of our way, you useless cretins. Lord Bogart can't save us. He's a disappointment of the Fang clan. Yeah, Bogart failed. He's too weak to be a lord. He had no business challenging the queen of all people. You bastards! Oh man, things are at the boiling point over here too. First it's the queen's soldiers, now we have to worry about a possible riot too. Not like yelling at the guards is going to do anyone any good, though I do get why they're doing it. Damn it, this way's blocked too. Bogart sure covered his bases. How about the sewer wag? Could we make it out from there? No dice, Rob. There's a wall blocking our way here too. I knew they were probably trying to seal off ways an enemy could sneak in, but this is overkill. Ah, crap. Then we really don't have a way out of here. What about the rear gate wag? Did you see how they open it? Of course, Rob. I've been keeping an eye on the guards here, just like you told me to. There are levers hidden behind the third pillar in both in the left and right guardhouses. All we gotta do is raise and lower them. The two of us should be able to make it, or should be able to manage it. Oh, but be careful not to step on the stake at the... wait. But be careful not to step on the stake at the lever's foothold. It's a safety mechanism that'll make the whole thing stop working once it's broken. Oh, that's great, Wag. I'm impressed. You've really grown up. Really? You mean it? Then does that mean I can make it on my own like Winky? Eventually, sure. But don't worry about that unless I get captured. Okay, let's sneak in and get that gate open. These Sheffield fairies have treated us to a lot of good booze. This is the least we can do to repay. Ah crap, it's the Queen's army. They're already here. Oh, forget the gate, Wag. Let's stay outside and keep an eye on things. Damn it, we're a little too late. This is gonna be a bloodbath. But why can't we open the gate then? Wouldn't that help? Don't be stupid, didn't I teach you to play it safe? What's the most important thing in the world? Your life, right? Then you gotta take good care of it. After all, what's the point of having something valuable if you can't save it when it really counts? Hey, yeah, you're right. We can't sell ourselves short. Okay, let's stay here in the sewer until... Rob, look over there. Someone's setting the Queen's soldiers flying. It's Annis. Annis is here to save us. I told you she's called MASH now. Anyway, change of plans. Let's sneak into the guardhouses while she got everyone's attention. Woo, alright, way to go, MASH. That's our childhood prophecy. The Queen's army bore down on the panicked fairies crowding around the rear gate. The guards advanced to meet them, but cannot make it through the press of so many bodies. Soon the Queen's soldiers would set upon the fairies trying to desperately escape. Once first blood was shed, there would be no going back. The fairies were too frightened to think straight, so the Queen's soldiers regarded them as violent dissidents. Soon the rear gate would become a bloodbath from which none would escape alive. Unless, of course, she had something to say about it. Lady Mash, what are you doing here? I came to help. Can you open the rear gate, Loot? I'm the authorized to make that call, but then again, if the Lord's lady wishes to pass through the gate, I guess we have no choice but to open it. Thank you. Not at all, milady. I was this close to doing something I would have regretted forever. Some god I turned out to be. Someone help me open the gate, and hurry! Don't let the Queen's army into the guardhouses. Don't let them touch the safety mechanisms either. If you see anyone suspicious in there, kill them! Oh no. I located a fairy that appears to be the child of prophecy. Moving in for the kill. You four, with me. The rest of you dispose of these fairies. Don't let a single seed of dissent escape. Oh no you don't. You're facing me and me alone. If it's bloodshed you want, then it's bloodshed you'll get. I am Townland Galahad, the Knight of Sheffield. Oh. Oh. I'm your enemy, and I'll stop you all right here, right now. Well then, okay. Shining round shield. Tomlin, increase attack. Oh, Tomlin Galahad. Oh shit. Yo. I'm guessing all the skills are the same, right? They didn't change like any little thing here. Yeah, okay.
まだ倒れません。神明。はい、了解。押し切ります。それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよ、ロード・キャメロット。ターゲット。はっ。倒します。はい。ターゲット。やーっ。はっ。倒します。はい。落ち着いて。
So Dragon's Dogma 2 already has a Steam page. Like they come out soon. Well, dude, I don't think I'm gonna have time to get the Dragon's Dogma replay out, given I still need to go through Cold Steel 4 and a bunch of other shit. Oh my god, dude. First world problems.
いいよ。落ち着いて。了解。押し切ります。神明。いいとも。了解。押し切ります。それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよ、ロード・キャメロット。その辺だな。バッチリだな。ふっ。
So soon could also mean within the next few months. Look, I'm gonna need all the fucking time I'm gonna get with Trails of Cold Steel 4, and then Trails into Reverie in July. Woo! It's gonna take a while.
いいよ。落ち着いて。はい。その辺だな。バッチリだな。ターゲット。やー。
Ah, shit. We're fine, actually.
ステータスアップ。まだ倒れません。はい。いいよ。落ち着いて。落ち着いて。ふっ。多すぎてもね。ふっ。
Bro. Bro, that's some like bullshit like skill chaining right there.
急な仕事？任せて。スピンドルセット。にゃー、いい感じ。腕のみよっこいしょ。にゃーにゃーにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃいいとも。急げや急げ。明日が納期だ。ブライダルスピンホイール。多すぎてもね。はっ。
Yeah. Oh. Alright.
ターゲット。 倒します。
So now Mash calls herself Galahad now. Alright, let's see what happens here. It's open! The child of prophecy opened the gate for us! I don't see any of the Queen's soldiers outside. She does have that right? Oh, yeah. This is our chance to escape! Alright, it looks like our work here is done. Come on, Mash, let's run for it too. Don't worry about the city. Borgar can handle it. Whatever else you can say about him, he's still a great knight. He knew this would happen when he began his rebellion. You don't have to share that responsibility with him. This is his last stand. No one else's. Have a trot. Woo! It her. Escape is not an option. It her. Although, aw. Your only options are to surrender and accept capture, or to die here and now. Lancelot! It's Tomlin Lancelot! Ah! We're all gonna die! Oh. What is that? A fairy? A Tomlin you saved for real? So that's a child of prophecy. Fine, this is annoying, but moving in to capture her. But first, what was it you called yourself? Galahad or something? That's quite the name you threw out. Ah crap, here she comes. Get ready, Mash. Don't hold anything back against her. By the way, why'd you call yourself Galahad? Who even is Galahad? Is he some boyfriend of yours you never told me about? Damn it! I don't know who Galahad is either, it just sort of came out. At any rate, everyone please try to escape. I'll do my best to hold her off. I'll have a shot to continue. Is that some boyfriend I never heard about? I was like, what the? Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot of health. I forgot, was Lancelot's NP single target? Wait, hey, what is this like Mordred bullshit of NP charged to max every turn? It's single target in this form? Actually, wait, I didn't need to use the defense gun. Shit. Oh. Woo!
了解。押し切ります。それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよ。
Forget, is Lancelot's thing defensive move? Oh no, she would have died like if it...
倒します。一撃一瞬で終わらせる。石灰剣技開始。つなげ。
Oh yeah, okay.
やる。ここから砕く。
Again.
新名会長いいとも私を最悪の席に了解いいよ押し切りますそれは全ての傷全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷権限せよロードキャメロット多すぎてもね新名理想
Done
天
it, have a child, done it, have a child, done it,
精
have a
錬
child,
た
done
る
it,
湖面
have a child, done it,
月
have
光
a
を
child.
返す沈め
Okay. Oh wait, no, isn't that still enough damage to kill Mash? Shit.
いいよ両断する
Okay then. It's no use. Nothing's working on her. My strength is fading. I see. And here I thought your shield might be something special. So like, the fight ends whenever Mash dies or after a couple turns? Oh. But the Round Table's protection is useless against me. My mystics are just too powerful for it. Huh? That explosion came from the castle keep! Lord Bogard! You got to turn 6? Ah. Ah crap, she totally wants to go save him, doesn't she? I'm glad she doesn't look as defeated as she did a second ago, but come on! Oh, a second wind? You're tougher than you look. I see why you chose Galahad for your name, at least. But it's no use, Child of Prophecy. This ends now. You're not going anywhere. We don't need 2 Children of Prophecy. I guess it was just too soon for you to call yourself a Tom Lin, or to assume Galahad's name. Goodbye. Whoa. Who did that? Oh. Well, I mean, that explains the rate up for Kucaster. Was kind of wondering when he'd actually show his face. Sorry about that, but that girl there's an acquaintance of mine. I didn't want to get involved, but I also rather she not die on me. Please, stand down, Lancelot. You remember Singularity F? Yeah. Do that and we can all just go home. No fuss, no muss. Are you the wolf who's been watching me, watching over me all this time? You knew? So much for the mysterious shtick. Ah. Your instincts? No. Powers of observation are just as keen as ever. Anyway, I'll handle Lancelot here. Don't worry. I can at least buy you enough time to escape. Alright, thank you, rogue person. What the hell? I thought you were gonna run outside. Why the hell are you headed back to the castle? Hey! I knew it. But what can you do? That's smashed for you. Hey, Grimir, it is you, isn't it? Sorry to run since we haven't seen each other forever, but thanks for this. Sure, no problem. Definitely not gonna survive this, but oh well. Grimir the Sage. No, mind facing me instead? It might cost me my life, but I can at least send you flying out of the castle. Grimir, I see. Say Grimir the Sage. The savior from the Fae era is familiar. Now you're a servant who's been summoned to the era of the High Queen, and you still haven't learned. Her Majesty said I should dispose of you, so I will. I don't suppose you have any last words. Wait, that name is close to Grimnir? Yeah, with the letters and all. Please don't tell me I'm making another mispronunciation somehow. Oh sure, but it'd take way too long to get through them all. Besides, we're both outsiders in Fae Britain anyway. So let's just have some fun and worry not about the rest. Or not worry about the rest. Grimnir was a name Odin went by when incognito. Ah. Your castle has a lot of Odin things going on? Ah. Wow, so you even deflected that one. I guess your skin really is tougher than Gawaine's. But unfortunately for you, I don't care how tough your skin is. I only care about what's under it. I want to touch your muscles once they're all exposed, gushing blood. I want to make a belt from your guts. Even Scotty thought there was something going on with him? Huh. Well, go on, big guy. Scream for me. Scream for your insides being twisted all around. You'll be just like an old doll nobody wants to buy. Hey, watch it, milady. You almost got blood on me. I might have seen an old friend here, you know? I gotta look my best. Oh please, you were practically drenched in blood just a little while ago. Anyway, check this out, Beryl. See how miserable Bogart is. First, a little charm to project his soul into his likeness, and look, I can move him however I like. First we bend the arms, then we bend the legs, and... That's the ugliest marionette I've ever seen. This spell you taught me is hilarious. Ah, that one! That's called fetish. It's a bit beyond me, but since you're a fairy, it's obviously no problem for you. If anything, it looks like a perfect fit for you. Even I didn't think you were gonna take to it this much. Fetish? What a silly name. Okay, I'm gonna make this my noble phantasm. Whoever I use this on will be into my plaything before they even know what's happening. They'll be mine to do with as I please before they even know what's being done to them. Ooh, this is awesome. I love it. Oh boy. Face left, face right, put your hands together in prayer. I can't think of a more pathetic way to die. Damn you, Tristan. I'll never fall to the likes of... just shut up and die already. How the hell are you still alive when your heart's been torn into pieces anyway? Whoa there, milady, don't finish him off just yet. Just keep it cool for now. Still need him alive for one last thing, at least for a little longer. Well, speaking of the devil, guess your wife really does love you. Mr. Lord, I'm kinda jealous. Bogart, are you okay? Why? Hang on, Mash, can't you just let out a... what the hell? Why is Bogart all bloody and floating in the air? Did that girl sitting on the throne do this to him? Hold on, Bogart, I'll get you down from there. Whoa there, not so fast. You want little Bogart to live, you better not move a muscle. You did come here to save him, right? How about we start with a nice, peaceful discussion? After all, you're never too big on fighting and stuff, right, Mash? You know who I am, don't you? But I'm afraid I don't. Have your memories, don't have your memories right now, right? Oh yeah, I heard. What was his name again? Mikey, Minky, Funky. Whatever. Or whatever it was, he told me all about it. Man, you sure have been through a lot, huh, Mash? I can only imagine how hard it was for you.
Hello.
Oh. Hey, Nasu, thank you for the raid. What were you doing earlier? But don't you worry. My name's Barrow Gut, and I'm here to rescue you from your hardships in this strange land. Don't be fooled by this pretty face. Behind is the mind filled with information about your past. Now, come on. Let's go back to New Darlington and have some fun, just like we used to. Can't believe Persona 3 is getting a remake. Hey, Scarlac. How goes the Fates? The reading is getting really good right now. But yeah, there's one hell of a time to do and it goes, whoop boy, stuff's going down. You did Terraria with the lads and stuff? Yo, nice. Any mods or is it just vanilla? Don't trust him, Mash. He's bad news. Lancelot was a bad matchup for us because she was just too strong. But he's just bad no matter how strong or weak he might be. He weakens the blood down to his soul. Calamity with some quality of life mods? Ah. I feel the same way. Even if I did know him, I can still tell that I shouldn't trust anything he says. Ouch, that hurts, Mash! What happened to you? First you lose your memories, then you lose your way. Right, I see. You must have gotten mixed up with the wrong kind of fairies. Hey, I don't blame you. If I'm palling around with a bunch of broke-ass bandits, I'd probably have trouble trusting people too. But hey, don't worry, I'm still the same. What happened to the fairy who told you about me? Tell me, where is Winky now? I can't tell you that. I mean, I don't know or care where fairies go when they die, right? You... Now who said you could move? Ooh. No way. Ugh. That hurt. I had her throwing people against the wall, but I never had a wall thrown against me. Yikes, guess I better do something before you literally turn me into mincemeat. The truth is, Mash, neither me nor that Tomlin there can beat you now. Not when you're a Tomlin named after Galahad, the greatest knight the greatest knight the Round Table ever produced. So I'm afraid we got no choice but to play dirty. Do it, Tristan. You got it, like this, right? See, your beloved Bogart's dangling outside the castle walls now. All you have to do is release this thread and it'll hit the ground head first. Sith keeps getting conned on by people with actual power. Normally a little drop like this wouldn't faze him, but since he's hanging on by a thread in more ways than one, I think it'll be enough to finish him off. Now, how much longer are you gonna keep making moves on my man? Whew, thanks, Lady Spinel. I swear, how did you know exactly what I had in mind? You're a genius. Of course I knew, Beryl. This is us we're talking about, and I know just what's going to happen next too. What do you want? It doesn't seem like you're here to capture the Child of Prophecy. Me, that is. Well, technically we did come here to kill the Child of Prophecy, but whether we do or not is kind of depends. See, we're actually in more dire straits here than we might seem. Even together, me and Lady Spell are no match for you. And you'll never forgive us for tormenting Bogart there. Though if he dies here, it's obvious we'll be the next ones to bite it. If he went nuts, there's not much we can do about it. I suppose you're right. I don't think I can stop myself either. Right? Which is why I propose a little wager. I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm Morgan's master. Oh right, I guess you don't know what a master is now, do you? Basically, I'm kind of like Morgan's husband. If you kill me, both Morgan and her army will lose at least half their strength. So any Child of Prophecy worth of salt, or shield, as it were, would never pass up the chance. And like I said earlier, not even two of us combined could stop you now. Well, I had to say this after I went to all the trouble of putting the show together. It'd be all for nothing if we fought. Or at least that would be the case if you didn't have our little insurance policy here, understand? So you want me to let you two go in exchange for Bogart's life? You want to choose between killing you and saving him? No, I don't think we need to bother with that. The thread keeping Bogart in the air snapped. Beauregard was right. He did know the girl well. He knew that with the thread gone, she wouldn't hesitate to dive after Bogart to save his life. Bogart! Well, yep. See, even with her memories gone, she's still the same old Mash. As far as I'm concerned, it won't matter if she never gets over her amnesia. Beauregard's laughter echoed throughout the ruins of the castle, after he had finished snickering at the girl's desperate rescue attempt. Okay, now we just have to bring this black barrel thing back with... Hey, Lady Spinel. What happened to the giant 3-meter long cannon that was just there? Don't tell me it fell too. Seriously? Huh? Sorry, I was so absorbed in you that I didn't see what happened to it. Ah, well, yes, I can't blame you for that. Besides, it's no biggie. Alright, Lady Spinel, I think we've had enough fun for one night. What do you say we head back home? Are you sure? What about that Mash girl? I thought you really wanted her. Well, sure, but remember how Morgan said to leave her alone? Besides, no one but Lancelot could take her now. Could take her now anyway. I'm just gonna have to think of another way to make her mine. Wait, make her oh my... I see, so she's stronger than I am. That little brat, I was so excited to tear her apart. Is it okay if I go kill the fairies here? I need to blow off some steam before I die from the stress. Oh, don't worry. We just had to change our approach. Remember what I told you before? If you can't hurt the outside, rot the inside. Did I think it was over at Bogar? Creepy vibes continue? Yeah. If Mash wants to rescue people as a child of prophecy, we'll just let her do that. That way it'll just be a matter of time until she feels her conscience weighing down on her. The more she goes around passing herself off as a child of prophecy, the more despondent she'll end up. That's just how things seem to work here in the land of the Fae. Oh. In a span of the few seconds it took for the two figures to fall from the castle keep to the courtyard, the girl made a desperate dash down the castle wall, cradled Bogar in her arms, and turned to absorb the brunt of the impact herself. Though she knew it was the only thing she could do to keep Bogar alive, she hadn't accounted for his weight being added to her fall. And even she couldn't help but experience a short bout of dizziness upon standing up. I'm okay. I'm okay. What about you, Bogar? Are you alright? More or less. Besides, this is my second time falling from that height. Though panting and out of breath, Bogar's flippant remarks were as cunning as ever. The girl gave a great sigh of relief, but that relief proved short-lived. Bogar's body was cold as stone, and his breathing faint and shallow. We need to get you to a medic right away, but I'm afraid everyone in the castle is... It's alright. I know all the medics are gone. I could hear the sounds of swords clashing, flames spreading, and my soldiers' battle cries and death throes. So the enemy has made it inside the castle. Yes, they have. By the time I got back, it was already too late. Why did you... Never mind. Just take me to the rear gate. I trust you can do that since you came all this way for me. Of course, but how much trust though isn't... I'm right here. Jeez, I can't believe you just jumped out of the castle like that. Still, it did turn out to be the fastest way to escape. I guess it all worked out. Oh, thank goodness. I should have known you would be light on your feet, Happy Cat. You know it. Plus, my spinning wheel here can actually fly a bit. Trust me, it's a lot more versatile than it looks. But don't call me Happy Cat. It makes me too happy. Oh, right. Okay, I'm going to take Bogart to the rear gate. Would you cover me, Habitrot? I'm already at 23% battery? What the fuck? Habitrot nodded, of course. The girl tries to lift Bogar's great bulk, only to realize the magic energy that had been surging through her moments ago had vanished. Between her battle with Lancelot and the fall she had just taken, she had long since reached her limit. You fool, tell me or not, you're still half human. It's not, Bogart, you mustn't. You're in no condition to carry me. Please, put me down, I can walk on my own. Don't be ridiculous. You don't even have the strength to escape my grip. Come, the rear gate is this way. Hurry. Bogart picked the girl up roughly and staggered forward as quickly as his bloody body could move, which was, of course, not very quick at all. But he kept on, slowly but surely, like a groom carrying his bride across the threshold. Oh man, I think it's even worse now. There are even more fairies packed in front of the gate now than ever, Bogar. There's no way we can get close without the Queen's soldiers spotting us. Up to that point, Habitrot had been able to keep them away from the Queen's soldiers. But that luck was not to last. If they were to approach the gate now, all eyes would be on Bogar and the Child of Prophecy. You're right. It's fortunate that gate is already open, but at this rate... No, we can still get out through the gate. If we stay here, it'll only be a matter of time until they find us anyway. Thanks to you two, I've got a good deal of my strength back. I can run now. Some of my citizens still can't make up their minds whether they should stay or go. I have to help them escape. Keep your head down until we're outside, Child of Prophecy. I don't want you drawing attention to yourself now. Huh. Okay, if you say so. Alright, let's go. What are you fools doing? The castle has fallen. The battle on the main street is over. The Queen's soldiers are headed this way. Escape through the rear gate and get to the twisted hole in Thistle Hill. I trust you know what I mean by that, my fellow Sheffielders. The Bogart, you're alive! But the Thistle Hill's twisted hole is a one-way road. That's where the night call. That's where I'm going. If any of you had any other prospects, you're free to take them. But don't stay here. Don't you hear that? Gawain's black dogs. The main force of the Queen's army are headed this way. Oh. Run for the hills! At Bogart's command, the fairies began scrambling through the rear gate. As he carried the girl in his arms, Bogart himself continued to walk through the gate slowly, calmly, setting an example to keep the nearby fairies from panicking. I'm impressed, Bogart, but how's getting them outside gonna help? Look behind us, the Queen's army really is hot on our heels. They'll catch up to these fairies in no time unless someone closes the gate, huh? Eh. The gate's closing. Wow, Bogart, I'm impressed. Was it set up to do that automatically when you passed through it? Yes, I suppose by some curious stroke of luck it was. Robin Wag. Huh? Hearing Bogart speak through clenched teeth, the girl sensed something was amiss. She lifted her head and turned to look back at the now far-off gate. Wait, please wait. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you for rescuing me that day. Thank you for giving me a name. Thank you for always smiling at me. Still cradled in Bogart's arms, the girl gathered all her strength to wave back at the two fairies with the brightest smile she could muster. Aww. I can't believe it! Bogart's alive! Is that Mash there with him? Then she must have made it back in time to save him. That's great! I can't believe she pulled it off! But the gate's still open. Ah, crap, even this distance, Mash is looking pale. Last light must have gotten her. That's gotta be why Bogart's carrying her. But hey, at least now they can get away. What a relief. Come on, Rob, let's go after them. This is our chance to travel with Mash again. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice. Hell, maybe we could even make Bogart a part of the gang. He'd make the perfect bodyguard. That way Mash's job would get a little easier. Or easier too. I bet Winky wouldn't be too happy about it though. Well, before we get to that, there's something else we gotta do first. Huh, what do you mean, Rob? Is it important? Yup, real important. And we're the only ones who can. Can't do it alone. No, it's something we have to do, Wag. Are you okay, Rob? Is something wrong? Whatever it is, you can tell me. You're my big brother. Whatever you want to do, I'm game. Thanks, Wag. Alright then. Let's go close the gate. Don't worry, I still remember what you told me before. All we have to do is lower the levers, to close the gate, then destroy the safety mechanism so they can't be opened again. That'll trap the Queen's soldiers inside for a good while. Huh? But Rob, that means we... You know, I love how that was just in time for my night mode filter to activate and change the screen filter. Wait, that was actually nicely timed. Okay, hold on real quick. I need to go take off night mode right now. Okay, there we go. Aha! Now I gotcha. Okay, Rob, just leave it to me. But we can't at least say goodbye, right? We wouldn't want Mash to worry about us. No, we wouldn't. And since the Queen's soldiers are gonna break into the guardhouse houses anyway, we might as well run to the top of the gate. From there? Okay, good. I just made eye contact with Bogart. He's sharper than he looks. I'm sure he'll figure out what's going on. What are you fools doing? Oh. Oh. Bogart's resonant voice rang throughout the town square. While it did snap the fairies out of their panic, it also alerted the Queen's army to the location. Okay, let's do this, Wag. You know, I think this is the most excited I've been since we got to Fairy Britain. You said it, bro. We might have been in all sorts of trouble before and life wasn't always easy here. But now I'm really glad we came. And so the two brothers closed the gate. It goes without saying that the Queen's soldiers were none too pleased. Once they found the fairies hiding in the guardhouses, the pair became the target of an army's frustration. The brothers saw Bogart shrinking into the distance, and in his arms, the girl looking back at them. Look, Rob, it's Mash! She sees us! Hey! Mash! I'm glad you're okay! I wish I was smarter to say this better, but thanks for saving our lives! Thanks for everything! Rob looked with sadness and pride at his brother happily waving at the girl. The sound of boots echoed louder from downstairs. Soon the brothers' journey would be over. You know, putting your life on the line to protect what's most important to you is kinda nice. Ah, screw, who cares about the Queen's soldiers? I'm gonna wave to her too! Bye, Mash! Take care! Don't worry about us! You paid us back and then some long ago. Thanks again for saving us. Prophecy or no prophecy, you're the weirdest knight I've ever met. But I wouldn't have it any other way. What the heck? Who the fuck is speeding in my neighborhood? This was the best trip I've ever had. I'll never forget it. Aww. Later, some of the Queen's Knights went out to search for the escapees, but Bogart and the others were nowhere to be seen. And so the Battle of Sheffield came to an end, with the voices of two fairies waving right up to the final moments. So Mash is all the way up north now. And meanwhile, we're still over here. Like, holy shit. I'm guessing we won't reunite within Act 1. I think that might be too soon. The fairies who escaped from Sheffield evacuated to a cave north of the city. The Twisted Hole of Thistle Hill, a dread cave known to be home to a single night call. Bogart said he had readied the cave to serve as a shelter in the event of an emergency. He said he had defeated the night call himself, and that it was now a perfectly safe hideout. Naturally, it contained stores of food for humans, and the fairies' favorite kind of oak trees. Bogart had done his duty as the Lord of Sheffield, but now... Please, Lord Bogart, drink this. It's thistle morning dew. It should at least keep you from getting parched. Bogart had gone still, his body horribly cold, the light drained from his eyes. His strength hadn't really returned. His march to safety had been one final act of defiance from the Lord of Sheffield. Owl of Prophecy, are you there? Yes, Lord Bogart, I'm right here. Lord, huh? Well, that makes sense. There are other fairies here after all. This cave leads to Eastern Advena, Britain's ley-line caverns. They can take you to any of the other cities without needing to set foot above ground. You can use them to make your escape. Guards, now that you've shaken the Queen's pursuers, you're to remain here for the time being. Whatever you do not ask Nuknaria for protection. She may be magnanimous to those who join, but she's ruthless to any who try to leave. She's little better than Morgan. If you must seek help, go south and find the round table. Lord Bogart, please! You need a rest! Don't worry, my fellow guards and I will keep the people of Sheffield safe. The people of Sheffield. Oh. I built Sheffield out of anger at being banished from Norwich 100 years ago. I never realized it until now, but I cared more about it than I'd realized. Being the lord of this domain and its people, it gave me a fiery sense of purpose. Yes, I did hate Morgan. I hated Woodrose and Spriggan too. I wanted to rule Fairy Britain to get revenge on all of them. But the truth is, I wanted to protect Norwich as well. I wanted to save my people, and live up to their expectations of me. And above all, I wanted to go back home. Back to that city of stinky ocean wind and antsy crafts fairies. Oh, strange. I always thought I hated that city's restless atmosphere. Do you understand these odd feelings, child of prophecy? Yes, I do. You've described the hometown. Your hometown. Right from the start, you were rallying soldiers just so you can save Norwich, Lord Bogar. Huh. I must have been more transparent than I had thought. Tell me, child of prophecy, you who hates war, what happened to that iron cylinder? She shook her head from side to side, unsure Bogart could even see her. I see. It seems I unwittingly gave you an excuse to escape. I don't regret anything I did as a Lord of Sheffield, but... Mash, right to the end. I wanted... And so, Bogart quietly breathed his last. Even as the fairies grieved the loss of their lord, they were troubled by worry over what tomorrow may bring. But just when the mood in the cave couldn't get any more despondent, the lone girl raised her head with a strong sense of purpose. Lady Mash, where are you going with the shield? Hey, she's not Bogart's wife anymore, so what are you gonna do now, Mash? I'm going to Norwich. Norwich? Norwich, Lady Mash? By yourself? Yes, and not because I may be the child of prophecy. I'm going because Norwich needs help. Right now, I want to save it more than anything. That's what I feel like. That's what I have to do. Then we'll come with you. It's your job to keep the child of prophecy safe. Don't be daft. You guys' job is to protect the townspeople, right? I know how you feel, but you can't just abandon your post like that. Not unless you want Bogart haunting you from the afterlife. Well, yes, that's true, but we can't send Lady Mash out alone. She won't be alone. I'm going with her. Plus, we have a guide right here. Mr. Wolf, I knew you would stay with me. The wolf turned without so much as a sound and began walking away. Deep into the dark caverns that led to the labyrinth known as the, Advena. Advena? Huh, you mean we're leaving right now? Somebody's impatient. Then again, I guess time, isn't exactly on our side. Yeah, you're telling me I'm at 19% battery. If we're going to take the, Advena, it'd take us over a week to get to Norwich. And since there's no telling when this calamity pool might make a move, we don't have any time to rest. I suppose you're right, the Advena is a dangerous place. It is a silly place. We would only show a slow Lady Mash down if we went along. Good luck, Lady Mash. Thank you for bringing Lord Bogart back to us. Not at all. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Take care of yourselves, everyone. I'm out to save Norwich as a Knight of Sheffield. And so, the girl's journey truly began. While there were other dangers for her to overcome in the Advena, those stories will have to wait for another time, in Act 2 probably. Hope the next phone I get, like in the distant future, has a better battery. Yeah, like, I mean, like, I have been, like, really stressing it out night after night at this point. So, there's that too. The other child of prophecy would make her way through the labyrinth, befriending new fairies along the way, to arrive in the faithful city of Norwich. What will happen there? You'll just have to see in the main story. No, there's no way in hell I can finish the last couple sections tonight with my phone battery as it is. And I'm not gonna try to like desperately fast charge it like and get back to it like in like an hour or so. It'll be way too late for me to keep reading like this. Because I have to you said there was or you guys said there was like 9 sections in total, right? Is there also like an extra in-between or interlude chapter? Or since Mash's part is done, it's just section 8 and 9? 9 sections total? Oh no, they counted the fragment as its own section. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to continue. I'm gonna have to wrap up Act 1 tomorrow. 9 sections, 4 fragments. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna have to continue this another time. My phone battery is draining by the second.